Righty roo.
Ooh.
Is everybody ready? Adrian back from his pre-game
Pre-game.
joint.
The doobie
Are we
of
missing one?
power. They said they wouldn't be here, right?
Rolling a bone.
I
Chris is
see.
the only one who's supposed to be absent today.
Okay, yep.
Shout out to I just remembered being looking over and seeing the fucking Volwark versus Dukeman hit dice. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good classic. Good rule. A good rule. IMO. A fine work.
A fine bust.
Anything Volwark would like to share for to everyone else about his level up?
Really nothing
Important.
significant at all.
Yeah. Fighter stuff.
Fighter style +1 defense. That is it.
Nice.
I have a AC of 20.
I'm like
Alright.
debating on things myself.
As soon as we get our
Also,
great Schwalmy back, we are ready to start. If everybody wants to start rolling d20s, I will not be opposed.
Nice.
I wish to be
My
exempt.
Goodness. You are exempt.
I tried,
Dang shit, bitch.
knowing that I would lose.
Ta-da!
But the fact is, I tried. The thought is that I tried.
Zashi, the gods of dice and chance have chosen you. Who would you like to select with your god-given power to give the recap?
DM.
The DM.
Gotta hand it right back to God. Cool.
return it back to sender.
Last time on Dungeons & Dragons Adventures of the Inmates, our party continued the fight through the dungeon underwater in the hopes of returning the townsfolk and whatever ill-awaited treasure that lies between to the surface. As you entered the last room, you saw a massive, swirling, tendril-covered beast that spoke into all your minds with far too much knowledge of who you were and why you were here to feel comfortable. After a somewhat brief discussion where it attempted to convince you to flee rather than have your mind subjugated, you were attacked by the Aboleth. A great battle ensued wherein the mind-controlled townsfolk rushed forward, forcing many of the party members to deal with the crowding of bodies before being able to fight against the Aboleth and baby Aboleth, as it was revealed. There were many ups and downs. There were about 16 million lightning bolts. Zashi was infected to believe that there was a third Aboleth in the room, which caused much terror amongst the ranks. But eventually, the party was able to subdue and kill the aberration. So doing, the people became severed from the mind link and slowly began to revert back to their true nature. Sensing that their time was up, the party quickly investigated the remaining area, finding a few other objects of power. One that stood out, a crown that not only changed the wearer, but allowed control over the minds of weak-willed others that surround it. Armed with this and about 40 rescuees, you headed back to the surface and struck out back towards town. Due to the late hour, you were forced to eventually camp on the beach for a clear night that was interrupted by the wailing of a banshee. Nearly struck the party low as they recovered from their fight with the Aboleth, but they prevailed and leveled up to 10 despite it. In the morning, you continued your travel, heading back to town and returning many of the people that were missed, and dealing with the grieving families of those who were not returned. The party then made their way to the lighthouse, where they conversed once more with Arnie the wizard, who attempted to convince them to hand over the crown, which they did after a full 3 round court case of going through every possible juror question on this man in a zone of truth. Eventually, a deal was struck. Arnie told the party that he would have their ship fixed in 3 days at no monetary cost to them, just needing to use the lumber that Zashi has already purchased previous to this. That said and done, you guys headed towards the Full Hand Tavern to drink and celebrate. And you find yourself standing outside the doorway now. As you look in, there are a trio of craftsmen, a quartet of farmers, and Bon, face down still on the table. Minster is cleaning a glass and looks up, overjoyed as you all enter the doorway. He spreads his hand wide. Friends! Maybe not countrymen. Take a seat. First round's on me.
I don't mind if I do.
What would everyone like to do?
Hells yeah, go get a free drink.
Drinks.
Of course.
Does
Free
it-
is for me.
Oh, look at this man. Does he have a pulse? Or is he just...
He appears to be breathing. You can actually hear that he's snoring quite loudly.
Oof. No luck in recovery on that one, huh?
What's your poison? He looking straight at Volwark, who beelined it over to the bar first thing.
Slam my hands on the bar. Ale!
Ales all around.
Hey!
Pull a cask, tap it, and start to pour it into a tankard. Then think better of it and push the 5 empty tankards over to you guys and puts the keg just next to it. Just take it over to the table.
Excellent.
Give him a thumbs up and the keg under one arm.
Boom, 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 boom.
He gives you a double thumbs up back. Kill makes some excuse and heads back to the boat, and about 10 minutes later, Panazivra will show up.
She knows.
What excuse does he make?
It's been out for too long, he needs to go brood.
Go and check the bag, and he leaves. Oh, but Panazivra does not look like Panazivra, I should state.
Hmm. What does she?
Well, everyone is Panazivra.
A youngish looking boy will show up. He has scruffy black hair with a slight red tint on one side. He's got a very sullen looking face. As you look at him, you can see Anaziver's teen angst represented in physical form. She'll sit down and give you guys a large congratulatory smile as you're all drinking. A few of the farmers call out words of approval in your direction. The mood amongst even these few people is high.
Wow. Panazivra's a hot anime boy?
Oh my.
She can't look like her, because being her looks like an escaped felon.
So true.
It is just become afternoon as you guys make it to the inn. You'll have most of the rest of the day ahead of you, especially if you go a little bit into the night. You will have 2 additional days for 3 total days of downtime.
Ooh.
How would you guys like to begin to spend that? We can go day by day. We could do a couple scenes here and there, or we could resolve it all now. What does everybody want to do right now in the inn?
Kind of admire the fact that this man is so fucking drunk he probably has his own pool underneath him. Or across it.
Um, I just need to find a place to get ammo. That's all I really need. I am running low.
Should we attempt to eke out a quest?
We just finished the quest.
It was, oh, so now we're done doing quests.
We're done for tonight.
Yes, no, of course, but we have 3 days.
Oh, a little hard enough for
Something
3
else
days
to-
doesn't hurt.
Today being what day?
If, some, if something inconspicuously happens to pop up, we'll just give it a gander, I guess.
Mm.
You'll hear a riffle, and you see that Peniziver is shuffling a deck of cards that appear recently purchased. They don't appear to be playing cards.
Tarot cards?
As you guys lean closer, it appears, it says, Getting to Know You. A 20-card deck for starter conversations.
Oh god.
Okay, so this doesn't look like the deck the
No, God,
magic
no.
lady in the tent had.
No. No.
Good.
That would be so scary.
I would be more curious
Peniziver
as
with
where
a
the
deck
fuck
of many
Peniziver
things.
got
Oh,
it.
God.
Yeah.
God.
Also, I've run in
Horrifying.
the other direction 50 fucking miles an hour.
That's scarier than death from the Puss in Boots movie.
I hate that fucking deck. I mean, I'm down to try. It's just objections to getting knowing each other better.
The ambience makes it sound like all of the chairs and tables are sliding across the room every 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really clicky. I'm gonna...
Got a lot of people who are, really fucking ants in the pants, bitchy butt.
There's a lot of traffic coming through here. New patrons every minute.
I blame the JoJo's posers in the corner. Guys all looking at the wall like it's the most fascinating thing in the world.
Yeah.
We're taking everything really literal.
I'm just being a massive fuckhead. I'm sorry.
Well, can I... There we go. Perfect.
Now they're having a conversation. That's good. I was worried about that.
Farmer tokens from the Radiant Citadel module.
Yeah. They got hands.
They got red eyes.
My kind of
wow.
farmer.
If you guys would like suggestions of things that you guys could do in downtime, I know not everybody is super familiar with the downtime activities table, or if you have are struggling to come up with something, they could be examples for you. Not everything is easily doable in 3 days. Many things require a work week, but you could start or finish several things that don't take that much time. Chief among them could be gambling or working for money. You guys could work on training your skills in an environment where you might actually have somebody to learn from. You could try and sell magical items that you don't need. You could do some research or provide religious services. You could get into crime or something like pit fighting. Or you could even try and brew magical potions. There's also such things as carousing, which is just a whole category in and of itself.
Did you say crime?
Crime. I did say crime.
Would you like to commit crime?
Stealing for profit.
I would like to peruse these. Where can I find these downtime activities?
These crimes.
This is a list.
Tell me
of
more about
downtime.
these crimes.
Actually, that's a bad.
Thieves
list.
Guild.
Look at that.
Ooh.
Oh.
I see.
This in the Dungeon Master's Guide somewhere.
It is. That said, the Dungeon Master's Guide has super long stuff for everything. So give me one moment.
Or is it in Tasha's?
It is also in Tasha's. They redo it in Tasha's. But it is in the DMG. It's also in Xanathar's. In the DMG,
I
there's
see.
you have build a stronghold, craft a magical item, gain renown. And a lot of these are very big ticket items. The Xanathar's one has a couple smaller ones.
Yeah.
You have the carousing table and item crafting and crime and
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm looking.
But I don't know, does Zashi want to go and invigorate the church of this area? Does Cherie want to go and hunt people for sport? Does...
Oh, don't worry, I have my target already.
The drunk guy.
Oh, poor Bon.
He deserves it.
He's had so much taken from him.
That's right.
I was thinking
It's about time he gave up the last thing he owns.
That's crazy. It looked like he was gonna point at me for a second, and I got scared.
What were you gonna say, Zashi?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I was thinking of maybe finding like a sailor or something to help me with my water vehicles because I really want to learn that.
Okay. The way we'll do skills is that you pay 5 gold per day to a person and automatically succeed on your check for that day.
Oh wow, I would do that every day.
Okay, so that's how you're gonna spend your 3 days is training.
Yeah, fuck
Okay.
it.
Zashi, tell me about this sailor that you meet up with, probably sometime this evening. You're drinking right now, and we'll say a crew, looks like they just came off of a ship, walk in together. They look a little bit rough around the edges, as sailors usually do when coming off of a longer journey. You could assume that they came in probably on one of the supply ships that's regularly entering the port. Which one of them, one of the 4 people catches your interest? Who?
Oh, well he's gotta be sexy. He's like 6'4", ripped. One of those stripy shirts on, black pants, tight belt.
He's chewing on a cob.
Yeah,
like a
he
sailor
kind of
man.
looks like if Popeye was really sexy. Anchor tattoo.
Okay. Alright, yeah, Pop Guy is there.
Hell yeah. And I guess I just kind of walk up, like sober as a nun, because nothing ever works. But I hold up my beer anyway. I'm like, I offer like a greeting of like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of how I walk up to people at the bar. I just kind of usually hold my drink out to them and expect them to hit it. So I guess that's what I do.
Yeah, the 2 closest to you will both turn and cheers and give you a look. You a sailor?
Yes. Well, I'm a quartermaster. I'm learning how to sail.
Smart sailor. This one doesn't eat pencils.
Does it eat pencils?
Marine joke.
Oh.
Crayon eater. But crayons don't exist.
Got it. Why not?
Because the process to create a crayon is kind of difficult. You gotta be able to dye, wax, and, like, put it into a mold.
So, wait. All of this exists, but no crayons.
Crayola was not been invented in this world.
Well, yeah, but you can get dyes. I don't know why I'm arguing about this with you. It's your world. There are no crayons.
It just seems like a
Or
thing that would
everything's-
require industry. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
I'm just
The
thinking like
idea of the
dyes and
crayon. All right, the
beeswax.
crayon is now entering the same mythos as the orange, where it just does not exist in any fantasy world where I run. There are no crayons. There are no oranges.
Wow.
It's a fantasy setting.
Wait, no oranges.
There are no oranges. There's every other citrus, but there are no oranges. Oranges are
So
not
there's
native to
kiwis.
this plane. Yes.
All right, but
Industrial lemons were never
Okay.
made.
Wait, what about that orange that's not an orange?
A persimmon?
Yeah, a persimmon.
Persimmons are fine.
Can I get a kern?
No.
What
Okay.
the fuck?
Durian?
Wait, so there's no orange juice?
No. People drink limeade.
Okay.
This is the reaction every time I go through this rule. It's like, wait, what do you mean oranges aren't real?
But
It,
mangoes.
it started a really long time ago, and it's just a thing that I've carried over because it is just a. It's like if humans didn't have noses, everything would be the same, but everything would be different.
That's quite funny.
So Zashi, you're talking to the sailors, not about oranges or about
No,
crayons.
couldn't have been about either of them.
But about mangoes and how much they weigh like a baby.
I can't even speculate about the idea of a crayon. I,
Fuck you, Josh.
You just sit there, imagine this one thing that kind of, you just like draw like a pencil, but it has color.
they put me in jail for suggesting crayons.
That's the reason Zashi went to. That was the political thought crime that Zashi committed. She's like, why won't you invent crayons?
What if
With
we had
the
crayons
Fein
and
rune.
what if they were orange?
They were like, first of all, what are both of those words? Heresy. And then they killed you.
Wait, yeah, okay, implications. Did
So
we
the color orange also doesn't exist?
wait, I think we named oranges oranges because they were orange, not because, right?
You'd be right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So the color orange still exists.
Because English, the language, came after the fruit existed.
I don't think so.
Yes.
Oh yeah, English did come after.
English is relatively new in terms of language.
Oh, sorry, I misinterpreted. I thought you were trying to say that English was older than the orange.
No.
Bold claims being made. Okay, yeah, I'm talking to the sailor. I'm explaining that I'm looking for some training, maybe, possibly. And I say training with no irony, being sincere.
They
and not
all still
suggestive.
laugh anyway, and all start making suggestive jokes immediately.
And I
Wow.
am immediately I immediately succumb to this energy.
He's coming.
No.
Okay. After a couple minutes of talking and making jokes with him, why don't you give me a persuasion check to convince one of them to trade you? I'll give you advantage because you're all drinking.
Oh, okay, dope. This is an ability check, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do.
You had once per. You also have a once per session. Not sure, you were also supposed to roll an advantage.
Oh, whoopsies! Did not
Okay,
hear
just
that,
roll
sorry.
again at normal, but also add a d6. 14 is a success.
Yeah.
Yeah, you convince Pop Guy, the sailor boy, to put down his beer and start explaining to you some of the intricacies of. Are you currently working with navigator's tools? Hold on, let me pull up the handout.
Water vehicles.
Water vehicles. Excellent. He is the helmsman, so this is perfect. We'll say you pay for today and go up from 14 to 15 in water vehicles. Please give him 5 gold, Zashi.
I hand him 5 gold happily.
Alright, and you'll be at the sailor's table for the next couple hours. As you guys start drinking, Zashi will get up and move off to the other table. Still in conversation range, you guys are still all talking now as a large table, so sailors become a part of your conversation. Who would like to next say what they are going to do with the rest of their day?
Don't be bashful.
Luck, you mentioned you wanted to do crime, perhaps? So, like,
Yeah,
there are
maybe.
stakes if you do crime.
What are my options?
Well, I'm gonna ask you to determine the wealth level of your. Basically, I need to know who you're gonna try and target.
Okay.
I want to know if you're going to do anything to try and gather information, what things you're specifically going to try and do to like tell me how you're going to pull off the heist, or whatever, like what specific crime you're doing, and then I'll have you roll a couple different checks, and we'll see how you do.
Okay.
So
Well, the
your
first thing is I'll look to my crew and see if anyone wants to join me on a lucrative expedition.
No.
a sickle stabs into the table next to you.
Oh!
Zarazen.
Okay.
She's really excited. I would have to pass for myself.
Can't tell if that was a good sign or not.
It was a good one.
She smiles at you widely, or he smiles at you widely.
All right, yeah, no, I go look for I don't know, I'll try to see if I can find the wealthiest person in this town.
The wealthiest person in the town.
Oh,
Okay.
Yes.
Excellent.
Cool.
How wealthy are you? It's definitely not that dwarf over there.
Okay. Alright. Okay.
Okay.
Alright. So the way this is going to go. You head out into the town. It's still mid to late afternoon. You've got your drink mostly finished in your hand. Pen is ever at your side. As you're walking through the town, scanning people, there aren't that many very rich or ostentatious looking people. Your mind goes to Arnie, but as a powerful wizard, the things that he has might also be difficult to immediately sell for cash. And as you're making your way, you actually happen upon a conversation between two town guards. You post up just within earshot, but out of sight around the corner of a house to listen in on the tail end of the conversation about a large shipment of tax money, or money from prisoners being taken as tax money and sent to the capital of Fainrune. It's supposed to come through town tomorrow.
Do they happen to mention which port that
It's
the money
coming.
would be coming in from?
It is coming from the prison to this port and then going out somewhere.
Ah, I see.
They said the capital, which you know to be far to the north. Water shallows.
I see. Well, I will try to go to scope out like a vantage point where I can see where I can try to like, intersect the money.
Okay. You're gonna spend some time trying to scope out a place to stage the assault or the theft. Give me a perception check. As you're scoping out the town, there are a lot of low buildings, 1 or 2 stories, that are easy to climb onto, but also you don't have the tight-knit urban structure that you would usually hope to have to aid yourself. Because Panaziver is here searching, I'll allow you to roll with advantage. Please give me one more perception check. See if you can do any better. Excellent. While it is hard to get a vantage point very high, Panaziver will point out to you that this city does have a rudimentary sewer system. And there is an unguarded grate that is right in the middle of the road that you guys could access from a nearby storm drain. You could hide completely undetected in there. And theoretically, if it's going to the port, any wagon should go straight over you.
I see.
So now you just need to come up with a plan. You have the rest of today to do that, and tomorrow to stage this this heist, if you so choose to do so.
I also work out a communication system with Panziver where she gives me a thumbs up or down to determine if it's a good idea or not.
He gives that idea a thumbs up. She will also offer you the deck of conversation starters.
I take it graciously.
Okay, you draw a card or you take the whole deck?
I'll take the card.
Okay, roll me a d20, please. The card says, "What is the nickname you call them, and why?"
I call them Panzimer because I'm afraid if I call them anything else, I don't know what would happen to me.
Zimmer makes a frowny face and puts her and gives you a thumbs down.
You know, the first time I did meet you, you did hold a blade to my neck.
She kind of gestures at you, points at your gun, gives a shrugging emotion. Gives a shrug. Shrugging emoji is what I almost said.
It wasn't in
She
my
makes her
hand.
face. She nods and puts her hand on your shoulder and tilts her head apologetically towards you, making eye contact.
All is forgiven. Alright, so now we gotta plan this out.
She holds up her hand, wait, and taps the card in your hand, specifically pointing at the word nickname. Then she points at herself.
Oh. Is Zims okay?
2 thumbs up.
Alright, Zims, well, we gotta figure this out.
She nods, returning to her former serious disposition. The cards disappear into her many pockets.
Well,
She'll
alright,
she'll lead you down
you go.
into the storm drain to begin, seeing how you guys could easily burst out, what you would like to do, and she can't exactly go over out loud with you, but if you head back to the boat or back to the bar, you guys could draw out a plan on paper, and she could easily contribute that way. But basically, you have
Can I
free
ask-
reign to describe this to me, how you would like
Okay.
to try and heist this.
Well, I imagine
carriage.
all the cash is on a cart, right?
Yeah, I would imagine it's
Right.
a 4-door wagon.
Right. Okay. So, does the sewer system lead into the ocean anyway?
There are storm drains that lead to the beach right next to the ocean. There are some that
I
would
see.
lead underwater.
I see. Well, we have to. Well, my plan is to basically nab everything from the cart and then escape through the sewer system.
He draws a picture of a big rock stopping the horses in the middle of the road. Puts a question mark over it. Like, how do we stop the cart?
Well, can you change your form at will?
She quickly shifts through 4 different things, one of which is a harpy.
Cool. So, We'll use you as a distraction, and I'll nab everything on the cart, and then escape. They basically hide in the sewer after it's done.
Mm.
We'll hide there and wait for it.
She nods. Good so far.
Then I'll make my escape through the sewer system to the beach, and then place everything on the ship. Or actually, no, not on the ship. We're gonna be
She
here for, like-
she mimes swimming with a with a questioning face. It's a lot of money to swim with.
Can't I use my new tentacle thing to like hold things?
It's more Saints Row than articulated hand tentacle. It's
I
more
just
big
imagined it was,
slappy
like-
tentacle.
I just imagined it like each like thing can like do its own thing. So I imagine like I could hold 3 things with it. I was playing my loop with it, so I imagine I was plucking like 3 different strings.
Okay, you could Doc Ock 3 bags of gold with it, yeah. I'm down. I like that. Okay.
Oh wait, and then I have the bag from the giant, so I could take it all if I really wanted to.
The shrinking bag. Yes.
So yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. I put everything in the shrinking bag, and then I hide out for 3 days until we leave.
Ah, she draws a dotted line of the ship coming to pick you up down the coast.
Well, you're gonna have to convey that to everyone because I'll basically be like, you know, MIA for 3 days.
She points back like we can go back tonight. The wagon isn't coming till tomorrow.
Oh yeah, yeah, right. I was getting ahead of myself.
She claps you on the shoulder. She waggles her finger like she likes the cut of your jib.
I have good ideas sometimes.
She nods, and then points to your ammo pouch that you mentioned earlier. Look, it's looking a little bit light.
Looking very light. Well, I guess before the wagon comes over, I could try to see if I could like get some ammo real quick.
She would
Wait,
nod.
is there a store open right now? No, it's like night, right?
No, it's afternoon.
Oh yeah, no, I'll go look for ammo.
You're kind of skulking around in the middle of the day. So
Alright,
they
yeah,
wouldn't
no.
have like gun bullets here, but you would have ball bearings, which you could purchase, and then use your tinker's tools to craft a number of those into bullets per day, at whatever the cost
yeah.
of bullets is. So
Oh.
ball bearings. Oh, I gotta look at the cost of these. I never remember. Ball bearings are 1 gold for a bag of 1,000. And then it'll basically take you 10 each of these bearings to craft a bullet.
Alright, yeah, no. That sounds very lucrative to me. I'll buy a whole bag.
Alrighty. With some shopping, some scoping out, some skulking, and some planning done, you're able to head back to the Full Hand Tavern and continue drinking. You rejoin.
Oh wait,
Hmm?
can I also look for like a hood and a disguise so I don't have to show my face?
Sure, traveler's clothes would be another 2 gold.
Alright.
Easily done. You head back to find Zashi still drinking with the sailors, but I don't know if Volwark and Cherie are still there. What would you two have gotten up to this first night?
I would be eyeing everyone and kind of feeling the end of the arrow and seeing if there's any reactions when I'm scanning the room.
Not from the arrow scanning this room, but something in your heart sings at the way Bond is completely unresponsive to all stimuli. Minster will come by at some point during the evening to re-up your drinks and take some orders of drinks that you'll actually pay for. And he'll ask if tonight you guys could help him take Bon somewhere else to sleep. He says, just a bench somewhere, anywhere, so I can clean that chair and table.
Fair enough.
Just don't let him drown in his own spit or something.
Did hear where his house was in the markets. I'm sure it'd be nice to have him actually visit that once in a while.
He'll nod in thanks and place the next round of drinks on the table.
Double check this man. Gently pat him on the shoulder. Come on, time to go to somewhere comfortable. No.
What? His eyes are fully closed.
Come on. Get you to a soft warm bed.
Okay. He kind of half slides out of the chair, forcing you to catch him, support his weight a little bit.
Yep.
So he muscles his way up, arms only, using the table. Gets his legs under himself. Oh, my head.
Be still for a while. Come on.
Where are we going?
Back to your house. Make sure you're going to actually get some sleep proper, not just crane your neck.
My house. Several of the sailors call out to you as you go by Shuri. One of them says, "You could do better than him."
Sure I can. Give him a wink.
Bond continues to groan as you carry him. You're going to take him to the market and his house above his store?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Takes a bit for him to find his keys as you get there. And much longer for you to walk there carrying him. Or half carrying him. But as you get in, you're immediately hit by the smell of the house. It's not a pigsty, but it is clear that it has not been upkept in some time. The sink is full of dishes. There are more than a few others scattered around the rooms. It doesn't look like he has been trashing his home, but it looks like he has utterly lost the will to. Yeah, all of the windows are closed. There's no airflow. The air here is stagnant and dank.
Total depression.
Yeah, with your dark vision, you can spy the double bed pushed against the wall from where it was once clearly in the middle of the wall. The outline against against the faded wallpaper shows that there was once a ornate dresser in that space, matching the one where that is open with his clothes spilling out of it.
Definitely help him get to that bed.
He falls into it face first, legs off of the bed.
Come on. Holy.
Very quickly starts snoring again.
Meal's a meal. I do try how much pickling we've gone through.
Go for a pickle.
Yeah. Get him in the bed. Get him undressed. Tie him up, gag him with the whole nine.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that would be the point where almost welcoming the prince to come join. Yeah, I mean, fade to black for another reason as the knife gets drawn.
Yeah, we all see as Cherie draws her knife that the shadow cast from through the thin slit in the windows, her shadow changes from her slender form to a taller, more jagged and angular male figure, smiling widely, mouth like a slash in the shadow itself. And darkness consumes the scene. Is he alive after this, Shuri?
No.
Okay.
But it is a feast with me and my love.
Alright. Shuri is gone for the rest of the night.
Bulwark against the new quest icon. The little
Wow,
Skyrim
yeah.
drone.
Speaking of Volwark,
Yo.
you were drinking with Cherie and the sailors as Locke and Panzer come back drawing pictures of wagon carts and manhole sewer grates. And you see that
I'm
Cherie
sewing
and
a
Bon's
disguise together.
gone. Yeah,
Everyone's
Locke
getting
is-
up to stuff.
Mhm. What are you up to the rest of this evening? Technically the rest of your first day off.
Or just this evening, Bullock is going to celebrate a victory for doing something right for once, stacked up against all of the wrong things he's done. It's a start.
Hell yeah. How hard is Volwork going? Are you carousing or are you celebrating responsibly?
Now that he's a good boy, celebrating responsibly.
Tragic. Alright.
I
So
know.
there's no real activities that you would like to get down to. Is there a scene that you would like to have tonight as Volwork is celebrating? Something that would sort of encapsulate this moment for him?
Hmm.
Or does he talk to anyone that would stand out in this night? Maybe someone that was saved or related to them, or someone that knows nothing about it and just can enjoy a drink with a strong warrior.
Yeah, maybe Bullock would sit at a table of strangers and make some new friends.
Would you join Zashu with the sailors, or find another table as evening comes and more
Oh,
and
sure.
more
I'll
people?
join Zashi.
Oh hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
Merp, merp. Yep, yep.
Okay. You guys drink well into the night together, learning quite a bit about each other. These sailors, as you assume, to come into port this morning, and had only finished unloading their cargo around midday, just before they came here. And they have quite a few tall tales to share of the weathered journey that they've struggled through. The sea beasts that they speak of that are untamed and wild, not seen for years or outside of legend, are appearing with a shocking frequency. And one of them even says that though he was blamed for the fire on the ship, it wasn't started by him. The blue beasts, he says, swooped out of the sky. One as big as me, the other 3 times as big.
Uh-oh.
Just rumors. I'm sure it's nothing to read into.
I ask if they have seen the megalodon.
Megalo what?
Big shark. I hold up my hands as far as I can. Bigger than this.
I seen a big shark. Oh yeah, I seen a big shark. No, you ain't even seen a big shark. I seen the biggest fucking shark you ever seen. And they all start talking about their shark stories. Several of them claim to have lost limbs, but clearly all of them are in possession of all 4 limbs.
But
So the amount
I
of truth is
I'm
suspect.
like, but not big enough to like eat your whole ship.
Maybe not in 1 or 2 bites, but like 3 or 4. Says one of them, and another one punches him. Shut up!
Boy, I love these guys. Um,
The night will begin to grow old. The sailors have put away their tools of the trade and diagrams of how to steer a ship that they were using to, perhaps a bit roughly, teach Zashi. You've gotten to enjoy the peace and quiet of a night waiting for your ship to be repaired, and nothing else untoward. Several times in the afternoon, before night falls, you do hear the sound of. But there's no other way to put it. The sound of magic coming from the dock as a wizard of some power uses creation to begin fixing your ship in a matter of days rather than a matter of weeks. In
Oh.
fact, in less days than it would have taken weeks. But night will pass. It's not really important if you guys stay here on the ship unless there's something specific that you guys would like to do.
Crafting ammo.
You would absolutely be able to do that as part of your watch. I'll say for an hour, you can make 10 bullets each. Those are 10 ball bearings each per bullet. So in a night, you sleep for, or you meditate for 4 as an elf, and then you have 4 hours to craft bullets.
You said we have a couple days, but all of these downtime activities require at least 1 work week.
So, yeah, I'm making allowances for that. I'm not doing the Wizards of the Coast standard rules for time. So if there's something you want to accomplish, I'm happy to try and work with you. But like crafting a magic item is going to be kind of difficult.
I was not going to do that.
Scribing a scroll, but like if you wanted to do something like brewing healing potions, it takes a day using the table that I'm using to make a regular healing potion. So with the remaining days, you could make 2 healing potions. Or something along those lines. The crime one, it requires a week of time spent preparing for the crime, but I'm doing it in a day because.
Alright.
I'm if there's something that you want to do, I'm here to try and make it work.
Not sure I know how to make a healing potion. Yeah, I'd need to be with purple as a kid. I was going to do pit fighting.
Excellent.
That seems like my speed.
Okay. Volric, you wake up in the morning. Is this the first thing on your mind that you would like to go do rather than pick up a job working at the docks? You'd rather earn your money from the strength of your metal.
It's less about the money and more about the spectacle.
Excellent. Do you have any idea where you would go to look for something like this in the town? I have a few ideas of where you might find one, but where would Volwork go to look for something like this? Here, let me take you guys to the town map. trading post map, I should
I
say.
don't imagine it has an official pit fighting arena,
Hmm.
so I'd look for an unofficial one. You know, in like the hidden room behind the tavern, or something.
Okay. You go and start asking around. Are you going to like slide gold, or are you just trying to be like walk in and say, "Hey, where are the fights at?" How does Volwar go about this, basically?
Try to go off the recent reputation increase we got. Just be like, hey, where's a man gotta go for a good fight around here?
If you're looking for a scrap, you could try the training yard. They got plenty of arms and armor for swinging. Get a decent scrap. If you're looking for trouble, you can always just punch a town guard. But
Not looking
make
for
some.
training and not looking for trouble. Is there something in between?
You're looking for some glory then.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, we don't talk about it when the law's here, but seeing as a upstanding citizen like yourself is asking around, some of the more rowdy guys head out right around evening, get there around sunset, and meet up with the Centaur tribes. They have a whole thing about the strongest gets to make all the choices. So they're always looking to test themselves against the two legs. They got some crazy fighters. You see the arms on those guys? He like holds his arms up and then he says, "Well, I guess look at the arms on you."
I think I could take a centaur.
In a fight?
Yeah, in a fight.
Oh, okay. He wiped sweat from his brow.
Of course, in a fight. What else?
Yeah, he would be able to give you the details of a few people who are headed out. One of them, actually, you recognize one of the sailors from last night, is sitting at the table with a few other people who are quietly talking about this over a morning coffee. You can see that all of them wear a combination of either arms, armor, or both. They're amongst the only people in town besides the guards that you've noticed are.
I'll sit with them, get chummy, and see if I can tag along.
Okay. Why don't you make me a persuasion check with advantage because of your new reputation? Or perhaps you could do. Do you have a proficiency in that?
Nah, I don't have
Give me
proficiency in any charisma-based things.
give me a strength persuasion because you're like, I want to fight. Look at me, I can fight.
I guess I do have intimidation, yeah.
Yeah, roll me strength at advantage. You sit down, they look at you, and one of them goes, "Oh fuck, I'm not going if I'm gonna have to fight him." And he gets up and he leaves, and leaves you and the three other people.
Looks like you're
They
short one.
they go, "Yeah, looks like you're not short at all."
Awesome. Let's go.
Let me get a couple of things together. We head out just before evening. They'll prep you on what you need to know. You go to a stable where they have a few donkeys to expedite travel to this tertiary location. They ask what you're looking for in a fight. So there are centaurs, but there are also uh, people from the town that are.
Looking for a punch-up or with weapons. Nothing to the death.
Okay. They suggest bare hand brawling then with the centaur and minotaurs.
Sure, yeah.
Just straight up wrestling.
Just fucking wrestling a horseman. Holy shit.
Okay. Volwork, they're gonna take you and introduce you to several different people who are going to be heading out, and you guys spend the day preparing to go and pit fight in the evening. We'll resolve that as we get further into the day. Zashi, you mentioned
thing.
you wanted to train all 3 days. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you find your way over to the ship that has just entered the port, speak with the sailors, and again pay Pop Guy, the sailor boy, to train you in water vehicles, and I will raise you from 15 to 16. Please deduct another 5 gold from your sheet.
Here.
Locke. You have a whole heist thing planned that we need to do. Are there any non-that based things that you just want to get out in the morning? Would you like to craft more? Just be crafting more bullets until it's time to be done, or until it's time to heist?
Yeah, I'll just be crafting bullets.
Okay, you can make another 60 bullets by the time, so you can add those to your sheet.
Oh.
So I'll ask.
Question.
Alright.
Well, would I be? I guess I don't actually know if I've even ran into Volwork yet today. But I feel like Zashi would want to go watch. But I don't know if she would be done training to be able to go and watch.
So Zashi doesn't sleep, so you're up whenever Volwork would be leaving, but I don't know if he's gonna I don't know if telling the party was part of his plan.
No, yeah,
It
that's
is not.
fair.
Yeah.
In that case, Zashi would, yeah, never mind that.
Alright. Cherie.
Yes.
Morning finds you well rested, coming out of your cabin on deck of the ship.
Yes.
What would you like to do with this day of downtime?
Gonna go find those bold ass sailors.
Alright. They are not all the 4 that you met last night are not all still in a group. Several of them are at their ship, doing different things. You know, you see Zashi heading off in that direction. You know that a few other are at the tavern, judging from the sounds, carrying across the water. You see Volwork heading in that direction.
Hmm.
Or you could go about the town. I'm sure there are more sailors in the market.
Gonna flip a coin. 1, I follow Volwark. 2, I go to the town.
Okay.
Going to the town.
Alright, sure, you make your way through the crowd into the market hub. Many of the stalls and shops are already open, though there are not very many patrons. There are more than there were the last time you were here. And you spy a pair of sailors, one of whom you recognize, the other of whom is wearing the same style outfit and has a similar sea-weathered look about him. You assume that he is from the same ship.
Immediately going over to them. I assume you might have an extra night to both of you?
They spin to look at you, look at each other, smile widely, and say, "Yeah, we thought when you went off with the drunkard, you were taken. Here you're only in town for a couple days. Port, I should say. Not really a town."
Care to show me how you plow the raging sea? Oh, your sea leg's too weak.
I'll show you how I tie a square knot. Beautiful.
Bring your friend.
The other one is just gaping at you. You see him step on that guy's foot, and he like gives his head a. Yeah, right, right. Just
Definitely
corner
know who's the
cabin's
first
right
mate
over
for
there.
tonight.
He gives his friend a shove, and he'll go to like take your arm and lead you towards the closest inn.
Damn right.
All right, Shri is getting busy just as everyone else is today.
Spend your time wisely.
Mm. The day progresses. Ashi is busy studying. And well, everyone is busy. Locke. As midday approaches and early afternoon arrives, you know that the shipment will be here any hour. You go and find Panaziver. What are the preparatory steps you take before this heist?
Well, I set my spells for the morning, so I
Okay.
switched up. Went to stealth mode and got spells that would help us out during the heist.
Excellent.
I put on my disguise that I made.
Excellent. You're completely
Um,
covered and swathed.
I gave an invigorating speech about how money is just a thing that we should be able to take for free.
Panaziver is giving thumbs up the whole time. She claps at the end.
And we set out to go get that cheddar.
All right. Panaziver stays above ground, hiding between a pair of houses, changing form once more. You head below ground into the sewers, making your way through the storm drains until you find yourself at the central junction right below where the cart should pass. Panaziver's assistance, you'll have advantage on the checks that you make. Now it is just time to wait. After about
Before the cart approaches, though, I want to be able to have invisibility prepped.
Okay, so when you hear the cart, you'll cast invisibility on yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. It's about 45 minutes until you hear the shouting of guards' voices to clear the street and the tramping feet of half a dozen or more armored figures. As they get closer and closer, the sound of wagon wheels is louder and louder until it is literally right on top of you. And then you hear a loud commotion from above. There is a whinny and a neigh and a whoa there, Nell, and several loud voices yelling out in obvious panic and alarm. You hear the word monster thrown around more than once. You reach up, put your hands on the grate, slide it to the side. You are underneath the wagon. Give me a stealth check at advantage. You are invisible and have Panaziver helping to distract for you.
Also, during the commotion, I would like to cast or not cast, but use my my psychic whispers.
Okay.
To be able to communicate with Panzimmer the entire time.
Okay.
All right, I rolled for stealth.
Excellent. 29. You pop out of the grate, and are you going straight? Are you trying to go through the bottom of the carriage, or are you going to go up through one of the doors as quickly as possible amongst all the commotion, since you're invisible?
Try to do that without being seen.
Okay. You pop up slide it. You are completely unnoticed as you ghost out from under the carriage. You see that the left side is unguarded as those 4 guards have run forward towards something that you can't see that is hissing loudly and swiping with long taloned arms at the guards. You whip out your thieves' tools. Give me a thieves' tools check at advantage. All right. You quickly pick the simple lock to the door of the carriage and throw it open. Quickly slide in, closing it behind you so that before anyone can notice. As you look inside, you can see that there are 8 sacks of gold in this carriage.
Having hold them up and putting them into my bag of shrinking.
Okay. One at a time, you grab them, heaving them and throwing them into the bag of shrinking. They're heavy, but not unduly so. You're able to grab them with one arm. As you're whipping them into the bag, you hear the commotion start to die down outside. As they say, "Where?" You hear them now shouting, "Where did it go? That way! No, that way!" You know that you only have a few moments before the wagon starts to move again. You have to get out now.
Yeah, I grab as much as I can before I get out of there.
All right. Are you going back the same way that you came, or are you just going to invisible run down the street?
Well, I'm going to try to stealthily go back down the sewer and close the grate so it looks like it was untampered with.
Alrighty. High or low for favorable results?
Hi.
All right, give me a d20.
Oof.
All right, you are not able to grab all of the bags of gold. You prioritize your safety and secrecy in this mission above all else, and you have to leave the last bag behind as you hear the voices of the guards getting closer and closer. You slip out of the cracked doorway, closing it behind you, even as a guard comes around the front of the carriage. You drop to your belly and roll uh, underneath the main body of the wagon, shimmy down the ladder, and slide the grate over just as you hear the wagon begin to move once more. As you climb down the ladder, you drop from the last few steps, and your feet splash in the shallow water, and you take off down the tunnel, your footsteps immediately going silent once again, as you are gone, running towards the outskirts of town. And you are away, Locke, with 7 out of 8 of the bags of gold. Congratulations.
Jingle, 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 jingle.
Heist complete.
Heist complete.
Look at all this fucking money.
We need more money.
As the day passes, Volwork, you are just finishing your preparations for the day as you hear a commotion in the streets. As you and your group come out, you see a wagon surrounded by a dozen guards continuing its journey, or perhaps just restarting its journey through town towards the main docks. But you are heading out of the city. I'll ask you, would
Okay.
you like to do this based on the pit fighting rules, or would you like to have a wrestling match fight encounter with a minotaur?
I'll do the pit fighting rules. I want to drag
Alrighty.
this on too long.
Nah, that's what we're doing here, right?
Mm.
Ah,
We having fun, brother. Ain't nothing dragged on. Do some shit.
fine.
The dragged on
Stands
part
Minotaur's ass.
is when you guys finish what you're doing here. You know what I'm saying? Dragon.
These nuts.
Drag on.
Oh, I
In
get it.
early in afternoon, you head out, Volwork, several miles from No Man's Trading Post to a bare bluff that has a circle of dry, dusty earth clearly packed down over months or years of gatherings at this spot. On the low horizon, you can see a group carrying heavy packs approaching from one side, and about 40 degrees to the west, you could see the plume of dust of galloping hooves headed in your direction as well. It's not more than an hour before a centaur tribe and a minotaur clan have arrived here to test their strength against the warriors and strong humanoids of No Man's Trading Post.
Alright.
For this, I will need you to describe your opponent. I assume you would prefer to fight a minotaur than a centaur?
Good luck.
Yeah, that's vaguely more humanoid.
Mm-hmm. You have a little bit more experience that'll be relevant. Are you looking to go first, or is Volwork wanting to work this up very prize match glory style?
How do you mean?
Do you push forward to the center of the circle first and call out one of the minotaur, or do you wait to be called out?
I'd like to watch a match or two to get a vibe before I go in.
Okay. You see the first two matches go fairly similarly. The fighters disrobe to the waist and there's no other way to say it, grease up. And the objective is to force your opponent out of the small ring or otherwise force them to submit or give up. 3 slaps on the ground is forfeit. The first round, a human versus a centaur, goes about as you might expect. The advantage of hooves is too much, and they're not able to overcome the superior height advantage of the centaur and find themselves pinned after about 10 minutes. The second fight goes on much longer. You see a much heavier set human man, very what's the I almost just made a Destiny 2 joke. Gigantic keg body, but it's all muscle type build. Big beefy arms, and you see that he is actually able to, after almost a half hour of struggling with a fairly large centaur, fully lift it onto his shoulders and walk a staggering 2 steps out of the ring before they both collapse, sweating to the earth.
Wow.
And the crowd seems exultant as this goes on. But then you see one of the minotaurs step forward. A gigantic, black-haired brute, several facial piercings of bone that you see, and large decorative ornaments that hang from the horns. As he scans the gathered humanoids and centaurs, he points over the heads and shoulders of almost everyone else gathered here to you, Volwork. As he steps into the ring and begins to one by one pull bangles off of his arms and his large headdress off.
Well, I gotta fight that guy, right?
Damn right.
Step forward, once again disrobing to the waist, as several of your compatriots whisper nervously to you and each other as they say that they've never seen this one fight before. You step into the ring, spread your arms and prepare to meet your opponent. Do you attack or wait to be attacked for?
I will prepare for a counterattack.
Alright. You brace low to the ground, arms wide, ready to dodge to the side and
I
grab
expect
your
some
opponent.
kind of, like, gore charge.
Your opponent does not disappoint. With a loud bellow, he lowers his head and rushes towards you, heavy hands out to either side of his head to impact you rather than slam his sharp horns into your body. Give me an athletics check to meet his charge.
Absolutely. Now the DC 5 plus D20. You gonna roll that?
I'm using a different
Oh, okay.
table here. So I will collect all of your rolls, and then we will determine your outcome.
Sure.
On the first charge, you grab your opponent, meeting him and stopping him still as you two struggle against each other. But this is not just a test of strength, it is also of martial quickness and dexterity. I need next an acrobatics check, or something that you could argue to replace it with.
Right. This says I can replace one of the skill checks with an attack roll using one of the character's weapons. It wouldn't be a weapon since this is unarmed, but it'd be more like just skill in fighting specifically.
Okay. Yeah, use whatever your whatever a main non-magical weapon is for you, and that'll be your unarmed attack.
Sure.
All right. Next I'll need a Constitution check from you as this fight drags on. You are not only forced to use your great strength and fighting abilities, but this is also a test of your endurance and ability to do this minute after minute as an opponent just as strong, if not stronger than you, fights against you with just as much force as you have. Please give me a Constitution check.
With a bonus equal to the hit dice?
Yeah, we'll roll your hit dice next.
Okay. So that's 10. Places a
And
D10.
please roll me a hit dice. Alrighty. With that, Volwark, you have 2 successes and 1 failure for no complications, and a complete success wherein you are able to best your opponent. How do you end the fight after more than 10 minutes of struggle against a larger than you, hairy, sweaty, ferocious minotaur?
Volwalk outplays the Minotaur, having fought Minotaurs before. One of the ones on his helmet is a Minotaur horn. So he knows their tricks, their strengths, and their weaknesses, and exploits that.
Excellent. There is a rousing cheer from the crowd as you grab the Minotaur headlong in his 4th charge and swinging him using his horns, throw him bodily more than 7 feet outside of the ring to bounce and roll on the rocky stone, on the rocky earth. He picks himself up, shakes his head, and gives a snort before he looks up at you. The hate in his eyes seems to mellow slightly, and he nods as he stands, starting to brush dust from the accumulated grease and sweat. Would fight again tomorrow. And he pulls from his pile of garments one of the ornaments from his horn. You see a green stone the size of the size of your thumb fingernail, and he flicks it over to you as a trophy of your victory. It's worth 100 gold.
Cool.
All of the humans and other people from the trading post are cheering and screaming. Several flasks are held in the air, and several more are pressed towards you as you make your way back over to the gathered group. And another man steps, fired up, ready to fight the next fight, as another Minotaur steps forward.
Very good.
It's a bit of a late night for the pit fight, but as you head back to town, you'll rejoin with Shuri, or with Zashi and Panaziver on the ship. However, Shuri and Locke are missing. As Locke told you last night, he will need to be picked up from the coast, somewhere down the coast, when you guys are leaving in 2 days.
All right.
Day 2 will pass with all of your activities completed. Sailors, bang. Minotaur, fought. Carriage, robbed. Skills,
Hell yeah.
Dawn of day 3, as you all exit your ship, you see that most of the structural repairs are done. The last of the cosmetic fixes will be done today. As you know that in a few hours, Arnie will come on his whistling way over to the dock and start casting 6th level creation again.
My man. Now that's fucking thirst.
In the morning, we find Locke. Locke, where did you spend the night? What did you do? You
I
just went
spent it.
running. You went running out into the sand.
I was just being a beach bum, just laying it on the beach, looking under the stars, coasting it up. I didn't wear shoes the entire time.
Hell yeah.
Straight slumming it, baby.
We just.
Yes.
I have a coconut
Okay, you're good.
with a straw.
Oh
coming out of
god.
it.
Yeah, you do.
We go to find him. He's dead on the beach, and there's money all
How?
around.
So you were. We'll say with a half day, you were able to make it maybe 6 miles from the town. So you're right about here. If I take you guys to the world map or to the island map, Walk is about here.
Little itty bitty
So
dot.
how would you like to spend your day out on the beach, you bum?
Practicing my loop.
Hell yeah.
All right. Is that the skill that you are currently learning? No, you are working on Hag's Eye Attunement. All right, you are practicing your lute, playing it up and down. It is a very peaceful day for you, Locke. Is that truly all you intend to do today?
I'm supposed to be lying low, so I'm doing my job actually. Yeah. I'm just
Okay.
gonna
Why don't you
take
give
it
me?
easy.
Why don't you give me a stealth check?
A stealth check?
Yeah, a stealth check.
There's no reason. You should...
Why you? It seems like you having a general zest for life. I can't have that in my game.
No, you're lying low. We're just seeing how well you're doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh wait, without advantage, right?
definitely,
Yes.
definitely nothing
You
weird
are on
happening.
your own.
You said without advantage, right?
Without, yes. You are on your own. You don't fucking need it, goodness gracious. Alrighty. Yeah, Luck, you, despite your lute playing, are laying so incredibly low today that even the animals of the wilds have trouble spotting you. And you see several different species and families of wildlife as you spend your very peaceful beach vacation day lying low, waiting for your
Yeah,
party to come pick you up tomorrow.
Can I ask what the most interesting animal I see is?
I guess that would depend on what, what Locke finds interesting. There's more than a few seafowl that
Mhm.
you see. Several families of or colonies. I don't know how you describe them. Several groups of crabs. Large coconut crabs. Which would be fairly interesting, especially if you haven't seen something like that before. I would also say that you see a centaur tribe come and begin spearfishing not a half mile down the coast from you.
I'm just looking for musical inspiration here. I create a song called Coconut Crab.
All right. Very dope. Do you use the word, do you call them a consortium in the song? This is important.
Crab Consortium, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Good stuff. All right. Locke gets to enjoy his vacation day. So I'll ask everybody else at the ship, Zashi and Volwork. And I assume Shuri will make her way back to the ship at some point in the morning, or will leave from there.
Yeah, I'm sure they eventually.
They're sailors. They're used to
Rugged
hard
terrain.
work and long hours, and yeah. There are two of them. You're good for as long as you would like to. You're in an inn. They can give you food.
Yeah, as long as they hydrate,
There's a fucking vending machine with Gatorade right outside. It's perfect. Volwork and Zashi, what are you two up to on your third and last day of downtime?
I'll probably go looking for my sailor to teach me things.
Hell yeah. Another 5 gold from 16 to 17.
Hello, sailor.
That Minotaur wanted a rematch, so I'd better go give him a rematch.
Alright. Then I'll ask Shuri, what are you going to do today?
Think especially refreshed on all fucking meters. Go to see what Volvark is doing. Curious of where he's drifted off to.
Are there morning preparatory stretches, Volwork?
Sure.
Alright.
You know,
find Volwork?
my quadrilaterals and my pentalaterals.
No. Oh god, no, he's talking about muscles again.
They're so thick.
Alright, yeah, you would easily be able to find him aboard the ship preparing. Shuri?
Take a couple minutes, watch. Don't disturb him. Just admire. And then finally go to...
And then disturb it.
Going somewhere with that?
Yeah, going back out into the fields.
Curious. Mind if I come along?
Yeah, sure. Just keep quiet about it. I think this is a secret boys club thing.
Alright then. Comes the way.
I was gone for like almost all of yesterday. What did the rest of you get up to?
Well, I mean, same with me, but you know, I'm sure it isn't as interesting as yours.
Shrugs.
Mostly spending my time being refreshed.
Alright, I'll bring Shuri along when it's time to go.
Ooh.
Alright. We will go to that then. Shuri, you accompany Volwork to the knoll. Once again, the tribes arrive. It is the same Minotaur clan, but you see that it is a different Centaur tribe this time, Volwork.
Alright.
And once more, the fights will go. This time, the Minotaur, though, he spends almost the entirety of every fight looking across the circle at you, Volwork. He does not step into the circle to challenge you.
Doing much the same thing.
You both witness several more fights which, without the fervor inspired by Volwork, mostly go to the Minotaur and Centaur clans as they begin to devolve into fights between the two groups. Several of the humanoids begin to drift away, the night growing later and later. As the fights get heavier and heavier. The tribe and clan pitting themselves against each other. The fervor that is infectious. Shuri, even you yourself find a desire for a fight.
Court.
I could step in, but I would be handed pretty quickly in this place.
Don't worry, Shuri, you're good at other things. This is for big dumb brutes.
Here's a good show, though.
Is the Blackbird Minotaur like me, waiting for everyone else to be done?
He seems to care much less about the spectacle for everyone else and only about his fight with you. Yes.
Yep.
It is only after every other fight is done and the moon is high in the sky that after several minutes of no one stepping into the ring, there is a loud, almost disgusted snort from across the ring, and the Minotaur crosses its arms, going from looking at you to now glaring Volwork challengingly.
I'll grunt as loud as a humanoid man can and meet him.
He'll growl and step in to match you. Could I get an athletics, a attack, a constitution, and a hit dice, please?
Yeah. Bad. Bad.
All right. On his athletics, the Minotaur will get a 19. On his acrobatics, the Minotaur will get a 17. On his constitution, the Minotaur will get a 9.
Oh!
An exact reversal of last night, where Bulwark, finally you are ready for the enduring constitution of this incredibly strong beast. But it is also ready for your strength and knowledge. He does not allow himself to be led around by the nose as he did last time.
I imagine
Nor
he
does
spent all of today like training specifically to counter Bulwark.
You get that feeling significantly, as when 2 of the 3 bouts went to you last night, today only 1 of the 3 goes to you. As the Minotaur is finally able to put you down in the 3rd and last fight, he is going to snort loudly and bellow up to the sky, to the cheers of his clansmen, before offering a hairy, sweaty palm, only slightly larger than your own, down to you.
I'll clasp and let him bring me up.
Is better when I win.
Chuckle.
It-
Well
it
fought.
sh- He shoves you, but not unkindly.
Yeah.
And as you make your way back over to the humanoids, a thin, wiry man who's been having quiet conversations with almost everybody is going to make his way over to you and say, "Hey, big guy, here's your cut of the bet," and he'll hold out 50 gold in several different pieces.
Cool. I will take that, and I will also fish out the green gem and toss it back to the Minotaur.
Do you get his attention before you toss it to him?
Yeah.
Just
Okay,
belt
go
him
for
in
it.
the
Take it
back
at
of
the
the
back
head.
of his head.
Okay, just beams it.
Oh!
Okay, yeah, you toss it over to him and he'll catch it and hold it in an open palm. Look at it, look at you, close his palm around it and nod in your direction. Definite appreciation, clear in his body language, which is getting more readable to you with every time you come to this pit fight. Sheree, how do you spend your time watching these fights?
Probably adding more music to the background of it. Admiring just everything that's going on, as this is definitely a good way to spend your time. There is a definite temptation to step in the arena and make a fool of myself.
Could be fun.
Sure, fuck it, why not?
Did my embed fail, or is my fucking Discord just fucked? Because I can't open any Discord chat suddenly.
It's probably fucked.
I will be right back.
Is Shuri going to fight a Minotaur?
I guess we'll see.
So I can talk in chat,
Hmm?
fine, but I can't see any text channels.
What?
They just all are completely blank, and it's got the red messages failed to load. Try it again at the bottom.
Yeah, all of
Clicking the
Discord's
thing.
eating shit.
Yeah, I realized something was wrong because I tried to go into.
Oh,
Whoa.
I'm having a similar issue.
Yeah, no, it just ate itself. Alright.
Seems like Discord is fucking up.
Servers are fighting themselves.
All right. Your third and final day will come to an end as you head back to the ship that evening. You know that all repairs have been done. Zeke has signed off on them. You are ready to leave in the morning.
Is Shri not gonna fight the horse?
Seemed like she said no.
I would. I did say yes. I don't know.
Oh, you did? Are gonna. Oh, I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm gonna make.
And
Like I said, I'm
please.
gonna make a fool of
Okay.
myself.
I need an athletics, an acrobatics, a constitution, and your hit dice die.
Oh, righty. And athletics
Acrobatics,
or
constitution.
acrobatics. Ooh.
You get an athletics, an acrobatics, and a constitution check, plus your hit dice. You can replace one of these with attack roll using your weapon.
I would replace my athletics.
Okay. Non-magical weapon attack, please. Excellent. Constitution check.
Platform check.
Yep.
Ooh.
And
then
a hit die. Just the die. So that's a D6. It's a 5. Okay. One moment.
yeah, could be worse. Could be better.
23, 9. Oh, wait, no. The 9 is first. 3, second.
Let's see. I'm
Con.
tempted to do magical guidance on the Constitution.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll spend a sorcery on that one.
Oh.
Alright, so that brings that from.
Yeah, 4 to 19, baby.
Alrighty. Versus your replaced athletics, with an attack, which is a 9, they rolled a 20.
Oof.
However, your acrobatics rolled a 23 versus a 17, which is a success, and your constitution, including your bonus, is a 24 versus a 21, causing you to win 2 out of your 3 bouts, Shri.
Oh.
Using guile, your innate constitution, and acrobatic skill, you are able to outlast and force your opponent to step outside of the ring, not through a physical force, but by, once again, causing them to wear out and become tired, unable to continue at the speed that you were able to move. Elven quickness, baby.
Ah, I'm glad I spent the day limbering up.
That'll net you 75 gold in winnings. The money was not on you.
Understandable. Dainty elf. Thought that was going to go much right. Very good on you.
Consider me very impressed. Well done.
Have learned not to be on the bearing front of a, well, muscle, unless have to. But this is a lot of fun, actually. If we find another place like this, I will have to definitely join you again. definitely going to be nice leaving this place behind, but also been such a refreshing visit.
This little island was alright. I would not mind coming back.
No other plans?
Looks up at the moon high in the sky. I think the plan is to walk back to town.
Fair enough.
Unless you want to camp out here.
I mean, if you want to. Not often that we're alone together.
All the sailors that came out here with us, what are they doing?
You waited until most of them had finished their fight. Almost everyone who had remained wanted to wait to see if you would fight again. And now that you have fought, most of those have continued on. But the last few who stayed to bet are mostly staying to see if you and Cherie, who are the interesting ones, are going to fight or do anything again. You can see that all three of the humanoids and the moneylender appear disheartened by your win, Cherie. It appears that they all lost money.
Does hurt, doesn't it? I've been there.
Sure, we're both exhausted from our bouts. Camp.
Alright. You set up camp, and the Minotaur tribe, who had the most wins today, will remain camped here as well. You get to enjoy the rough companionship of sweaty Minotaurs for the evening, and they
Oh, awesome.
in the very hard alcoholic drinks that they prefer, which are actually not too dissimilar from what you remember from your home floor.
I think we
Very
get along
earthy.
well.
Yeah, earthy, buried in the dirt for years, milky white liquor. Tastes like engine oil.
Alright. Me and the Blackfoot Minotaur, we become bros, and then we double team Shuri.
Wow.
Oh my god.
They just Arnold fucking flap hands together like, brother, let's go.
I was gonna make a joke that you guys get matching tattoos or something. Like you go out and you become like,
Different kind of bonding.
oh my goodness.
Come on, pussy, let's go. Let's bring it. I'll take you both out.
You in a fight, right?
Nah.
I could take you both
in a
on.
in a fight, right? Fuck. All right. Okay. You both awaken in a sweaty tangle of limbs. It's hard to remember everything that happened last night. You both have intense headaches.
Awesome.
Definitely not a headache for me.
The Minotaurs pick up and begin heading out to return to their daily lives, and leave you both with a stone bottle of the liquor that's 3/4 full still, for you to remember them by as they head out. And it's just the two of you as morning breaks on the grassy knoll.
Sweet.
Need to do that more often. Shall we?
Sure. Slap her ass and then pick up camp.
Ah, that's the boat. That's like
Time to head back to the bang bus. I mean, the bang boat.
The
I mean,
bang.
boat.
I mean,
the truck center.
All right. Zashi, you awoke on the ship alone, save for the NPCs and PCs that aren't here.
Yeah.
Quartermaster, as quartermaster, you go over the ship with Zeke and see that it is all in tip-top shape. It is basically up to you if you're going to start preparing to leave, as you're the ranking officer.
Whew. I mean, has everybody gotten back?
Cherie and Bulwark are not back yet as you're beginning your morning work.
Well, I'll begin, delivering orders to the um NPCs, like telling everybody to get their shit together, get the boat together. Whenever they show up, we're probably gonna head out.
Hmm.
All right. The ship is then fully prepared to leave by mid-morning when Cherie and Bulwark stagger back into town. Cherie is wearing Bulwark's shirt. Bulwark is wearing Cherie's headpiece.
Awesome.
So fluffy and warm. Ah. Ellen. Ah. Shall we make ready? Double check and make sure we have the crew.
Do you do a head count?
Yep.
Looks like the crew's here. You don't see Locke anywhere.
Huh.
And I believe
He's the
Cherie
one
was
we need
not
to.
at the Cherie was not at the table when that plan was shared, and no one's told her yet.
Was I at the table for that?
Yes.
Right. We need to pick him up along the coast.
Oh. Curious, but
I think he got up to something.
fishing maybe? Well, guess we'll find out.
Hey! You lot! You look over the side of the boat. There is a dozen angry-looking guards standing by the side of the boat.
Yes?
Yeah. What's up?
You know anything about a robbery?
No.
No, but just a lot of good times in town, but that's it.
Yeah, they were the wrong people to ask. Been away for a bit.
It happened yesterday.
Weren't
Whenever
here
you guys
yesterday.
got into town.
And I got a couple of other sailors who can tell you where I was tied up for quite a bit of time.
Head
Yeah,
swivel
where are they?
I did not catch any of what you said because you both were.
I said, where are they? Oh yeah, where are they?
I would
I said head swivel.
I would say the quarter cabin inn where initially we were. Give him descriptive, muscular, anchor tattoo, the whole nine.
Oh yeah?
I'm sure they would be more than happy to brag about what they did.
He mutters to one of the guards who goes running off. No more than 10 minutes of your time. Thank you for your cooperation.
Have a lovely
Crosses his
day.
arms. You see the angry wizard guards that you remember from the prison.
Oh.
It's not more than 15 minutes before the same guard comes running back, sweaty, adjusts his helmet, and whispers into the ear of the lead captain, whose eyes go wide, and then he scowls, and then he looks at you all, and then he scowls again. Alright, whatever, you're free to go. And they tromp back off into the town in search of ne'er-do-wells.
Have a lovely day.
What was that about?
Couldn't tell you, honestly. Because I'm just looking to try and hold this over. Probably heard of how much coin we had spent at the market.
Bullock thinks back to the nefarious planning Locke and they were planning.
You look over, Penaziver is miming whistling innocently. She's not making any sounds, but her lips are pursed and she's swaying like she's whistling. Zeke starts calling for everybody to cast off as lines are pulled in and oars are extended from the side of the ship, and you guys head out of the dock proper, back out onto the sea.
Also, as we are getting out to the sea, I would rub one hand over Mulog's bicep and whisper in his ear, like, "Don't worry. It still takes 2 to 3 men to even match you."
I'm not sure what to do with this information.
This is in front of everyone, and Zeke wolf whistles. Kill probably has some reaction, but I can't do justice to Chris, unfortunately.
It would be shocking, like, whoa, oh!
Oh, bugaboo.
And then
you guys
immediately
set up
arguing
down-
against Seraphil.
Following Volwork's instructions of somewhere south down the coast, you guys may begin heading south. Locke, it is the dawn of the third day. You know that your ship is here to pick you up. You've spent another night under the stars unmolested. What are you doing to prepare as morning comes for your party to find you? How do you make yourself findable? What do you do?
I shoot a fireball in the air.
Like every 10 minutes?
When I see a
Or do you
giant
wait
ship
until
out
to
in the
see the ship?
distance.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
just
we
wait
sail
till you
close
see the
enough
ship.
that we can easily see us.
Yeah, okay. That will just slow you slightly. It's about midday as you reach a point along the coast, and Locke's flare goes straight up into the air. Zeke drops anchor and directs several of the sailors to take a rowboat to land several hundred feet away. Locke, you pick up your bag of shrinking and make your way to the coast. You see 2 sailors rowing towards you at top speed. They arrive at
Good
ship
morning.
order. Good morning, sir. How was your vacation? Staycation? How was your beach night?
I feel
Glad
so
to hear.
relaxed.
You'll never believe the rumors they're telling in port right now.
Oh, what's going on?
This one sailor keeps talking about blue monsters from the sky, and the town guard are accusing us of stealing stuff. It's all crazy, sir.
Well, thank God we're leaving, right?
Thank all the gods.
Yeah, thank all the gods we're leaving.
They offer you a canteen of coffee as they load you into the rowboat and take you back to the ship. You pull yourself aboard, hot drink in hand, and the rest of the crew is there to greet you. Panaziver in front, eyes sparkling as she looks at your bulging bag of shrinking.
I go downstairs and I split it half and half with her.
All right, let me take you guys to the Maw, and I turn off the relaxing small town ambience. Sorry, I'm not on top of my music today.
Quite alright.
No worries.
Boat music. Everybody's classic sailing ship ambiance.
The wave.
All right. Feel free to move freely on this map. Panaziver would head down to the table here. Zeke's on board. How far below deck are you going, Locke? Okay, yeah. Several of the sailors are witness as you begin pulling out sack after sack of gold. There, you pull out 7 sacks of gold and undo the ties of rope around the neck as Panaziver begins to stack by stack count up the gold. She very quickly has to double her stacks from 10 to 20 due to the size of the table, as she is counting out several hundred gold.
God
So you come down
damn!
to see a sort of assembly line of Locke pulling bags of gold out, putting them next to Vanitiver, who's opening them and stacking the gold on the table.
I try to Scrooge McDuck my way into the gold.
It's very difficult to swim through gold coins, but you like lay on it and there's clinky, jingly sounds, and
I'll make
it's almost
gold
as good.
angels.
Panazever smiles and opens her mouth in a laughing expression. Sashi, you are witness to this as you come down the stairs. Locke is making gold angels.
I'm standing there, and my hand just kind of reaches back, patting it for a second, and I begin to pull out the quartermaster logbook. I flip it open.
Panazever looks at you, looks at Locke, rolls her eyes, and jabs a thumb over her shoulder at Zashi.
Quite a lot of gold you've got there.
I jump up and remember my debt immediately.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Please continue your angels, please.
No, just basking in a personal victory.
The tax collector is coming.
Baseball bat in hand.
Panazever has determined that each sack contains 150 gold coins. You grab 7 sacks, so altogether that is 850 gold coins. If you were intending to split that 50-50 with Panazever, that would net you 425 gold coins.
I hand it all over to Zashi.
Oh, you're handing it all over. Okay. Not even gonna negotiate. Okay. I seem happy about this.
I've learned not to fuck with anyone on this ship.
What do you mean? It's fine. It's fine.
How much was that?
415.
Oh, you only owe 300 more gold.
Damn.
Not a lot.
Panazever looks at you, Zashi, and makes a protective motion towards her gold.
You don't owe us any money.
She gestures to the table again, this time with more of like an offering motion.
Zashi seems like a vampire who is just fed, and just kind of waves her hand.
Panazever nods and begins to secrete gold coins about her person. Very quickly, she runs out of spaces to put like 5 coins in a pocket without it jingling too much, and puts the rest back into sacks, which she'll take over to her room and put just like under her hammock.
I'd say by the time we find another ruin or other various structure to plunder, Locke will be done.
Hope so.
As Panazever comes back from the room, she'll slip on an errant gold coin that Locke pushed under one of the chairs while he was making his angels, and she falls, catching herself against Locke before she sits back down.
Whoops, how clumsy. Teehee.
I, as the player, feel bad for taking your money immediately, Locke, but it is unfortunately dreadfully in character.
Yes,
Just
no,
good
I
business.
understand. That's why I also handed it all over. I generally fear everyone on this ship.
It's a good energy to keep for a D&D
Good.
party.
Good boy.
We did rescue you from the throes of poverty.
Damn.
And I am your loyal indentured servant.
It's the least you could do.
I am, as they say, earning my keep, right?
Well, I mean, it is impressive how much you've made. Although, it's a little inconspicuous. We have people asking about a certain robbery, and now you're here with a bunch of gold.
And none of you knew, and we're already gone. They
That,
didn't
Now
even.
we might not be
that's
able to come back.
Why not? No one
they.
saw me.
Yeah, that was good thinking. Not coming back.
They're going to figure out it wasn't any of them, and it could only have been us.
No, there was another group of sailors in town. I think it might be okay.
Yeah.
Although I would hate to implicate Pop Guy.
We can only hope.
I have one question: how many times do you intend to go back to the place you were in prison?
Wow, you actually just cooked us. Wow.
I'm just
Like,
saying.
totally fair.
You know, it was either this or the angel woman we all don't like. But I don't expect us to come back here.
Angel woman we all don't like? What?
Whatever she was, the artificer.
Sure.
Oh.
I'm sure we'll find out soon.
So yeah, now I'm just gonna go be sad about not having any money.
He's broke again. Great Depression has consumed him.
I go back and practice the song I worked on the island.
All
Opa.
Opa!
Opa.
Opa!
Can I see you downstairs briefly?
What did he say?
He's getting got.
Oh.
Lock.
Alright, so we're fucking every night now, right?
If you come knocking.
Hmm.
You look like a piece of fuckable me. Come to Cherie's nest every night.
Maybe.
Might have gotten her hooks into you a little.
Free ass is free ass.
It's true. And especially very flexible.
Indeed.
Gonna be so many fucking love bites on Bulwark.
Oh.
See, now I've distracted him from his exercise routine with a new cardio routine.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm still getting my exercise in.
Start training athletics. What's your exercise routine, Volark?
About 200 to 300 hip thrusts. That's about it, I think.
Just horrified Locke in the other room. Thankfully, the kitchen is below us, so we won't wake anyone.
Josh, Goblin bet there's a flying snake
Oh.
has memorized Shatter,
Oh.
and he is just one-shotting everything.
Oh my
'Cause,
god.
you know, they're in the low CR quarter bracket where stuff has like 10 health. Shatter is 3d8.
So long as he goes first.
Yeah, Flying Snake has high dexterity. He's doing it. Ooh.
I put all my money in the Murpho. Quick, Zashi, look into the ore. We're betting on creatures. Who's
The Merfolk got surprising use out of its poison breath. I thought it would be super useless, but wasn't.
I think it's also the poison condition, isn't it?
No, just the damage.
Huh.
Because it was
Oh no!
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Ooh.
That cook damage.
Because I was fighting the noble before, and I bet all in on the noble. But, like, noble can't parry poison breath. Oh, damn. Lost all my money again.
I'm broke.
Damn you, merfolk.
Cultist and the flying snake. It's dependent on who goes off first.
Statistically, the snake.
True. Much higher modifier. So, how much you want to bet Locke is about to get, like, hunted for stealing?
I don't see how. It's such a small town. Can't really face us. They don't have a big, like,
Presence at the moment.
their local guard don't have a boat to chase us with. Uh-oh. Surely he doesn't one-shot the snake.
If he crits. No, he's just gonna kill it right now.
Surely he doesn't one-shot the snake.
Oh! Ooh,
Oh.
he failed!
Shatter.
He failed!
Die!
And that's how we get rich. Flying snake. Ooh. You know what? I'm gonna bet 40% on Crab Deb.
Crap. All health and speed.
That's what I'm banking on.
And
Also a meaner hit.
unique conditions don't do anything.
Yeah, the true sight and charging do nothing for them. that AC gonna be big play. It's gonna be a lot of missing. Oh! Ooh, he almost cooked it in one hit. And
Easy.
the crab took it. Pinched the head clean. Oh my god!
Maximum damage.
Crunched the fucking head. Crab or snake? Nah, it's gotta be snake. I'm putting all in on snake just to be disappointed in about a hot minute.
It's still, like, definitely up to chance. Statistically, it's snake, though.
There we go. Snake steals it. Goodbye, crab. Oh!
Hey. Okay.
It's over.
Uh-oh. Oh, no!
Oh!
Oh. Bite him.
Come on, snake. No.
Oh.
Snake. Come
Yeah.
on, snake. Come on, snake.
Easy.
Yeah, baby. The secret snake. Ah!
Thunder snake win.
That snake's gonna be fucking going up a belt class real fast.
I think it's gonna fall off once it stops being able to one-shot thing.
I think that just happened. Fan favorite horse bet 40%. It's 2d4 on the Spike Bone Club, Lord Jesus Christ. Well, the horse.
That's the same damage as the horse. The horse has twice as many hit points. Probably horse.
Less AC.
It's probably the horse.
Uh-uh. Horse always with a fan favorite. A delicious crunch. Second crunch.
Ooh.
All the horse has to
Horses
do is
now.
hit. But nope.
Horse is now one shot.
Goodbye.
Ah!
I told you, man. That AC.
Bastard.
AC comes in big.
Bitch.
Bichos. Welcome back.
The blessed by God, swarm of rat.
Permanent bless.
Permanent bless is very strong at early levels.
Gonna try betting on the rats, but I don't have much faith in them because AC and AT.
Oh, that's where the bless comes in.
Apologies for the delay.
Oh, he's back.
Do we find Locke dead in the bowels of the ship?
No, Locke is playing his loot. He does not stop. He's super chill the whole time.
Huh.
Crab
Diddling-ling-ling.
consortium.
It's sodium.
Hey, crab goes.
Consortium.
Alrighty. We have ourselves a half day of travel ahead. Quartermaster, what is the speed of the ship?
1 billion feet. Right?
10 billion quarters.
500 cigarettes.
Seems the quartermaster is not here. The speed of the ship, 5 miles per hour, 120 miles per day, with half the you'll cover 60 miles.
60 miles out to sea as we laugh maniacally.
A heading. Where would y'all like to go? I assume south around No Man's Land towards the main sailing channels.
Yeah, well. We getting down there.
Find the dragons.
Hello?
Hold on.
Hello.
Well, we were already heading this way, so yeah. We press on.
You press on through the remainder of the day, sailing 60 miles further south of No Man's Land. You are unmolested by any creatures of the sea, and this far south of a very barren island and not near either of the shipping lanes that you are sailing towards. It is an empty ocean. Keel spends much of his time looking over the side of the ship, fearfully wondering if there's anything in the deep coming for you all.
Shark.
Is there anything important we need to take care of for this half day of travel? Any skills being
so.
learned?
Can I try working on stealth?
We play hide and seek.
Hide and seek, walking around without the sailors noticing. Try to remain one with the shadows.
Sure, we'll do it the same way that we do the other skills.
Alright.
Zashi, if you're training water vehicles, please give me a wisdom.
Wisdom.
Shuri, if you're doing stealth, please give me a flat d20. Volwork,
Does
if you're
it
gonna
help
do...
if I train Shuri?
In stealth? Yeah, if you forego your strength training.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Alright, so would that be advantage?
Sure. 2d20.
Oh!
Unfortunately, even with Volwork's help, Shuri, it is hard to sort of just learn to be stealthy. You spend a lot of your day trying to pop out and startle Volwork. He is a hard person to spook.
See, that's my first mistake. I was trying to scare him.
Locke, are you working on your Hag's Eye? Alright, please give me a d20. Looking for a 12 or higher. Zashi, you are at a DC 18 now. Fortunately, a 6 is not enough.
Yay, I'm so close.
Alrighty. Day will pass into night. Do I have any watchers on the wall?
Always.
Alright. Can I get a perception check? Right. Tonight's watch will be very peaceful. The calm waters south of No Man's Land are protected by the mighty mage armies of Faerun from the warfront and from much of trade. Very few other ships can be seen this far south of the only port that has any road trade with Contestiva. It is a quick night and passes almost eerily swiftly into the next day. Day 97. You once again all awaken on the ship.
Time for more training.
More.
More.
Hag's eye.
All right. Everybody do the same thing again. Fulwork, are you still helping Cherie?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Hell yeah.
3, that's a success. Locke, that's a success.
Yeah.
Sashi, that's a success. Oh my god. Sashi's at a DC 19. Cherie's at a DC 11. Locke is at a DC 13. Alrighty. Let's see. Alright. As day 97 is progressing, you are mid crouching tiger movement, Shuri. And Locke, you are in the midst of cracking the Hag's Eye attunement as you guys are sailing southwards. Something unexpected is seen before you.
Uh-oh.
Several of the
God.
sailors cry out as they say, "What's that? Where in the mist? Look!"
Oh no.
And as everyone runs to the top deck, you can see, appearing not 500 feet off your port bow, a lush island emerging from the fog and mist. Not more than 150 miles square. It is tiny, a barren. It should be a barren rock, yet it teems with tropical life. Birds sing in the canopy, and you can see clouds of insects even from this distance.
Mm.
Even
Is
as you
this
watch a
the
rainbow
split
splits the
continent?
clouds above.
Does anyone recognize that island?
All the sailors are shaking their heads. There shouldn't be anything like an island here. You're 30 miles to the closest shore.
Mm.
Anyone that want to explore the island?
I think we found what might be causing such a ruckus for so many people then.
Could find incredible treasure or incredible death. Let's go.
Both, preferably
Oh, yeah.
treasure. But of course,
For
I'm
sure.
sure it might be other interests to do with the dragons since its arrival.
Zeke will do his best to halt the ship as several of the sailors make the rowboat ready for the 5 of you. I assume Panazipper is welcome to accompany you all since Kill has once again developed a strong aversion to being on the water.
But of course. We're flying on a broom.
All right, as you guys sail closer, once you get within 100, or row closer, I should say, once you get within about 100 feet of the island, distant music can be heard.
Mm.
As you go closer and closer, you can make out a small wharf jutting out at sea level. As you look up through the many trees teeming with tropical wildlife, a figure seated against a large, almost tombstone-shaped jutting of rock, the highest part of the island, sits strumming a lute. singing to himself.
Ah,
Cherie, this feels incredibly familiar.
big and smile and almost titillating with excitement.
As you draw closer, you're able to pull yourself to the dock and tie your boat off and make your way onto the island.
Oh, Sasha, you should remember this place as well.
Oh yes.
I'm very afraid to ask what's going on here.
So you have been here before.
When we first broke out of prison,
I want to clarify, this is not that same island.
it looks close, eerily the
It is
same.
it is very similar, but Cherie, this feels familiar to you because it feels like home.
Ooh.
Your first home. This place is otherworldly in its strange beauty.
Oh. I am excitedly looking at everything, taking in sounds and the smells.
Give me a perception check. It is all so much. The beauty of this island is overwhelming, and for you, Cherie, it reminds you so much of memories that you don't dig up that often. As you look around, there are flying fauna of all kinds, birds of riotous colors and plumage that fill every tree. Besides Cherie, who has the highest passive perception?
And decent at 16.
They don't have higher than that.
Nope.
Alright. As you are making your way onto the island, Fulwark, you swear, as you look away from a tree, you hear a peek mixed amongst the bird song.
Walker's now on alert. Something strange going on.
Oh, it's strange.
We are on an island that just popped out of the sea, so I don't really know what to expect anymore. I just hope that there's treasure.
Gushi, as the rest of your party starts to make their way onto the island and you are left standing on the dock, something in your cautious nature causes you to glance backwards. And you see that the mist has obscured your vessel from sight. The island is once again alone in the fog. The sunlight streams down from overhead in almost a godlike beam. And the playful music of someone enjoying their veal spreads through the whole island.
Haha, I'm in danger.
Do I recognize this music?
Give me a history, Cherie.
No. Just excitedly listening.
Not consciously, at any rate. You find yourself humming it along as you make your way up.
Eyes dilated. Fucking pure excitement.
Okay. As you make your way to the second to last plateau, the figure playing their instrument will suddenly look up at you, and his face breaks into a wide smile as he puts his instrument to the side and brushes back his long hair. Well, hello. Hello. Oh my, so many of you. We haven't had visitors in. We haven't had any visitors. Hello. Hello. Who are all of you? Welcome. Welcome to our little haven. Slice of paradise.
Who
Give
is
them a
we?
welcome. And several of the birds cry out in song,
Oh.
mimicking the tune that he was just playing. The whole tree here. And he smiles even as you're cut off, saying, who's we?
I see.
This is the cause for celebration. I don't have enough flower crowns. And he holds up 2 flower crowns that are he apparently made sometime earlier in the day, and a third one that's about halfway done. Hello.
Greetings.
Uh,
Apologies for invading your home, but I've kind of got ahead of my feet. Sheree, by the way.
He made his eyebrows furrow, but more in confusion than anger. And then he says, "You're not from this plane," in Sylvan.
Hmm?
Oh. In Elvish. No. The Silver Spire. It's my home. I'm very far from it.
Ladies, gentlemen, no need to hide yourselves anymore. We're amongst friendly company. May the envoys of the Summer Court welcome you all. And as the birds in the canopies cry out in song once more, many of them transform.
Oh.
And you see that the branches of the trees are covered in small winged figures with skin colors ranging from pure white to verdant greens and blues, deep reds and purples, even polka dots and stripes, as the fairies and pixies dance and cavort celebrating your arrival. The sky above blooms with light as what looks like lanterns of orange and red illuminate the midday sky with what looks like a premature sunset, bathing the small island in a wondrous glow.
I'm glad to be amongst very good company. It's been so very long since I've seen anyone from the Fae. At least in this much of a number.
He'll come down and clasp your hands. I'm honored to meet an elf of the Fae myself. I was once just an explorer, singing my songs on the road and on the seas, till I was wrecked on an island, deserted of all life. But when I awoke the following day, it was covered with all of these fine folks who saved me. And we have been having quite some time, haven't we? And several of the pixies will come down to settle around and on him as he talks, and one will come over on the rock just next to you, Cherie. And they are all chirping and speaking in quick, high-pitched Sylvan and Elvish to each other, singing snippets of song and crying out at seeing one such as you here. Silver Spire does not have many travelers of the material plane. This calls for a celebration, I think. Don't you all?
I would definitely agree. I would be remiss if I didn't ask if all the other songs that you've been able to collect over your time here.
He would happily sing and tell you many of the songs that he knows as wine and platters of berries are produced. You are all invited to sit and enjoy in the comfort of the island.
I would do so in kind of sharing the stories, the love ballads, and the beautiful heartthrob ballads and melodies.
What is everybody else's reaction to all of this? There are quite a few things happened all at once.
Quite overstimulated.
I'm deeply disturbed. Locke sees himself a lot in this elf that he sees just playing a lute with a bunch of pixies around, and he's deeply disturbed.
All right, everyone is playing along and drinking and enjoying themselves.
Appreciating this probably once in a lifetime moment.
I'm not drinking anything. I'm not drinking or eating anything. I'm just just there for the ambiance.
Do you join in with your loot, Locke?
Yes.
Excellent.
The Mega Jam such.
The Ultra Jam.
We got 3 musicians here.
We're all playing lutes.
I got a flute.
He's got a viol.
Oh.
Which is just a subcategory of loot, but you know.
It's okay. Sharper, more refined. Tauter strings.
Okay. As you guys are enjoying your time, the food and wine flow, and the Fae are fine company, telling jokes and playing pranks, and as you said, for giving a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And it is more than overstimulating. It is overtly stimulating. It is everything all at once going on the whole time. And you find yourselves able to keep going. Your fervor does not flag. Your joy does not slate. You are hungry for more. Everybody but Locke, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh. Wisdom save?
Yes.
Is this a charm or frighten?
It is a charm.
Dante.
All right. Locke, you are the first to realize that it has been several hours and it is not dark at all. Zashi and Shri notice as Locke begins to look around and up at the sky in a bit of confusion as his song gets a bit quieter from the rest, noticing his discontent. Volric, it takes you a bit more time and perhaps a nudge from Pandaziver to realize that the mists outside of the island, several hundred feet, about 100 feet from the edge, are darker, as if evening has fallen on them. But above you, that beam of sunlight, like the noonday sun in the height of summer, continues unabated. The premature sunset casting the entire island in a bright orange and red purple glow. You realize that you've been here for some time and the party does not seem to be ending. But none of you are under any compulsion to stay.
I lean over to Shuri. Hey, what are we doing here?
I guess enjoying a moment.
Activate psychic whisper so we can all speak without having to, give away what we're talking about.
Perfect.
I think we have enjoyed our moment. We've got places to be. The crew are waiting. Probably worried.
Yeah. And you can see her kind of even looking at the cups of
I
wine
second
and
this.
the company around her as well. I don't suppose you'll be leaving this island, will you?
What do you mean? We're just getting started. We haven't even served our first course yet. Can't leave now. Plus, I have
How
so
have we
much more
been?
to learn from them.
And we will.
Hmm. Oh, is it that time already? Are you forced to leave?
I'm afraid we have obligations.
Several of the pixies start crying. No, Bulwark, stay with us, Bulwark.
Hmm.
This is convincing Bulwark to leave more than anything.
Oh yeah, this is annoying.
I'd be happy to offer you room and board as such as it is to stay. We'd be happy to have such fine company. And you could come with me to visit the court.
You would see Shuri still smiling, but like half tears coming down her face. I wish I could. But that's not really allowed for me. I thank you for your company, and I do hope to come across your isle again for another daily visit, if that is all right.
I hope so too. It's been some months since we've last had a ship. I think it was months.
What about you never had visitors before?
What was that like?
You're right. That the last visitor was me. I'd almost forgotten. Oh, the time does seem to fly. Oh, but look! And you see several plates and dishes begin to float down from hidden amongst the trees. The plates glowing and studded with orange and red gemstones that glitter in the light. The food, scrumptious vegetarian, elven cuisine, dripping in sweets.
As tempting as it is. I don't want to be rude, but I do have a crew to get back to.
Understandable, if disappointing.
I am sorry.
Bullock will grab some food off the table and start leaving.
Alright. Several of the pixies grab onto your arms. It doesn't stop you at all, but it's very loud.
I will very
The whole time.
gingerly pluck them off and put them on the foliage as I walk.
The high-pitched squeaking Dopplers into the distance. Panzerva will stand up, hold out a hand for Zashi.
I will take it. Sorry, my internet's being kind of weird.
Front row. It looks like Discord did just fix itself seconds ago.
Mass overload of data. Well. Till next time, then. And say hello to the courts for me.
Oh, of course. Is there a name I should pass along? A family name, of course.
Uthore. And if you hire a court, Prince Jorah.
Give me an insight roll, Cherie. Okay. He nods earnestly.
Thank you for the taste of home.
Of course. Of course. It's not even my hospitality, really. I'm just a guest here.
Thank you. All of you.
You sure you won't stay?
I want to. But I'm not allowed to be here. It's better this way. It's peaceful. And it'll stay that way without me. Oh, obviously. I'll try to visit.
Shri, can I get one more wisdom save, please? As Bulwark and the crew look back up, you can see that nearly all of the pixies and sprites, wildlife here, are gathered around the top plateau. However, Shuri, you're able to turn and walk away.
Not even upset, just knowing that's how it works with them. Oh. Keep your summer court. Oh, it is beautiful and radiant and warm as your hearth. she will compose herself, but still kind of like choking back tears as best as she can.
As she comes in, Bullock will give her a reassuring rub on the back.
I'll just put our hands on yours. Kind of lean into you a little bit forward.
Yeah.
Still see the occasional tear.
Yeah, I'm really disappointed there was no treasure.
It was beautiful.
Treasure was the friends we made, or something, yada yada.
Bullshit.
We killed all the pixies.
Very good.
But are you and the Pixies best friends?
I wouldn't want to destroy a taste of home.
Say again?
I wouldn't want to destroy a taste of home.
All right.
Now,
You
how
guys make your
worried
way.
are the crew?
Incredibly, as you make your way
Hmm.
to the edge of the mists and start paddling through, it is more than half an hour of rowing through the mists until you are out. And when you do so, it is dark as night. More than 8 hours have passed. As you get out, you can see your ship, lanterns alit, still several hundred feet away, circling this large bank of fog. In short order, they come and reclaim you, picking you up and taking you back aboard the vessel, where they share with you that they waited for hours for you, and then attempted to sail into the mist that had swallowed you up, and found themselves sailing straight out the other side. After that, they circled for hours until Zeke suggested that they start a bombardment, which they launched several mangonel shots into the mist from various angles to no effect. Teal was very worried that you had all died and been put into a sack.
It was crazy, you guys. We were fighting demons for 8 hours straight. We barely escaped with our lives.
Holy shit, says 6 of the sailors. Tell us all about it. What was the biggest demon like?
I cannot. It was too emotionally scarring.
Whoa, that's so cool. He's so in touch with his emotions.
Anyway, I must go. I have a meeting in Cherie's room.
Locke, you might want some earplugs going forward next time you get to a port. Sharing a very thin wall with Cherie.
Is there no spell I can cast to just like cancel all noise coming?
Do you have silence?
I can cast blindness, deafness on you.
Yes, please.
Ah, fuck. Accidental permanent deafness.
Oh, whoopsie.
A blessing
Locke
in
just
disguise.
fires his gun right next to both of his ears before he goes to sleep.
Wow.
Effective.
Kill snoring and the the lovemaking happening in the room right next door. I just feel like the depression just slowly sinks in.
Aw.
Poor guy.
What's your love language?
Well, I'll just go to like the another part of the ship.
Just bring your blanket and pillow over there.
Yeah.
Alright. We fade to black twice
Hell
on both Cherie's room and Locke's room.
yeah.
Just experiencing the sound effects of Cherie's room. Sashi, you're on watch tonight?
Yep.
Give me the perception. Alrighty, where are you on the top deck?
There.
Alrighty. During second watch, you become aware of something attempting to move stealthily and invisibly across the deck. However, it is leaving a faint, dripping water trail behind it.
Hmm.
Ruh-roh.
As you see it, it appears to be a mid-deck headed towards the north, or the brow cabins.
Okay. Wait, where is it? Like, can you, like, ping where it would be?
Roughly midships.
I'm looking. I'm looking closer.
Okay. There's something very large and invisible moving around as stealthily as it can, but it's not very quiet. There is a watery sound very close to you.
I don't know. I guess. Oh, I have a crossbow. I shoot my fucking crossbow into it. I take a step back and I shoot my crossbow into it.
Roll me a crossbow at disadvantage. A 13 is going to miss. You shoot and it seems to pass through a brief wall of water that splashes in every direction before it hits the wall on the opposite side. At this point, I'm gonna ask you to roll initiative.
Ooh.
It's Throwdown!
Since you did not raise an alarm before you did this, everybody else will treat this as a surprise round.
Okay.
Pen as ever will be for the crew. Everybody else, please roll initiative for me.
Have to spend around detangling from
Yep.
This one, two. All right. Volwork, there is a twang and a bolt hits this door, just outside of the door that you are inside of. You are no longer surprised. Pandaziver and the crew are no longer surprised. So she is already not surprised. So when this happens, it doesn't have disadvantage because it's invisible. Something very large and very wet moves close to you, Zashi.
That's how I like it.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. As a line of water.
Can I re-roll?
You can use your once per session. Jets from one side of the deck straight towards your face through this creature to slam into you.
Oh!
A 17 will succeed. You will take half damage, so 9 bludgeoning damage. As this water sprays you in the face, and you're slammed against the railing there, but not thrown over the side. And this large creature burbles at you in a language you recognize as Aquan, but I don't believe you understand.
Nope.
You can see that it is no longer invisible. You're not pushed or knocked prone, as it once again takes several steps towards the door here. And I will move you guys down to this level for purposes of the fight. You guys are here. Locke, you are no longer surprised. Shri, you are no longer surprised. Zashi.
Alright, I'm gonna cast
He looks out the door.
I'm gonna cast Bane on the Fishman.
Okay. Charisma saving throw.
Oh, he doesn't have an ass.
He has no ass.
0 ass to speak.
That is a 14.
That failed.
All right, he has minus a D4 for all his attack rolls and saving throws.
And then I'm gonna hit him with a Sacred Flame.
Those are both actions.
Oh, duh. Obviously. Okay, then in that case, that is me.
All right, you are concentrating on Bane. Please keep me honest with that. Full work. The door to the bedroom swings slightly open. A green, slimy, watery hand reaches inwards, blindly groping.
Slaps you on the ass. Good work, soldier.
Alright.
Are you
So,
wearing
free
your
action.
armor? Full work?
Definitely not.
Okay.
I do, however, also, of course, keep a weapon in here.
What am I gonna do? Show up to my sex party without my sword? Cringe.
Of course. I put down Shri and I pick up the great sword.
Action to
And-
doff Shri.
Yeah. And I hit him.
This is somehow more cursed than I thought it was gonna be. And it's just you guys having sex. I hate it. 13 is not going to hit. Oh, it's a weapon of warding. You shouldn't have been surprised. Oh well.
I wasn't holding it.
Oh, true. Neither of those are going to hit, unfortunately. This thing
Alright.
as you slash through it, the first seemingly passes through it without harming it. The second, it pulls back. As you see that the single finger that you slice through is regenerating slowly.
The hell is this? That's it.
Some kind of water creature. Pandaziver will order the crew to stay out of all y'all's way. How? Don't ask. This creature is going to continue to extend its hand. Water once again sprays up in a perfect line from off the side of the deck through this thing's hand, straight through Volwork and Shri, blasting you both against the inside of this cabin and pressure washing you. Dexterity saves from the both of you.
What the fuck?
Could
Shri,
use a
would you say that
wash.
you're prone?
Definitely.
I guess that-
so.
I guess that doesn't affect dex saves though.
Yeah.
Okay, dex saves, the both of you.
Yay!
All right, you will both fail and be knocked prone and skittering for 18 bludgeoning damage.
What?
What the fuck? Do
I will use Stone's Endurance.
3.
shit hurts. And not in the good way.
Shri, where do you keep the arrow when you're naked?
Still in her hair.
Okay. As the water jet hits you, you realize that while it is still in your hair, the tangle of locks that keep it hidden have been blown askew, and the gold is glinting in the meager lamplight. Zeroes in. Locke, you went to the other room to try and meditate, because goddamn. Are you wearing your armor?
I would hope yes.
Okay.
I am going over, and I want to use my new what is it, my new tentacle rod.
All right.
I don't have a macro for it.
Oh, it didn't make an attack when it imported?
No.
Let me look at it. The tentacle rod makes 3 15-foot plus 9 46. Hit with all 3, it makes a con save. Okay, give me one moment. I will build you a macro. Okay, at the bottom of your list you have Tentacle Rod. You can move that up or down or place it wherever you'd like, but you should be able to roll 3 Tentacle Rod attacks. An 11 is not going to hit. A 15 is not going to hit. Nor is an 11 again. You slash out
boy.
with the Tentacle Rod, but they slap ineffectually against this thing. We need some good rolls on the board. Y'all been RPing too long. You're rusty.
Having too much fun this session. Goddamn.
How dare you? Locke, that is your action to make those 3 attacks. You're good?
Yeah.
Shari, you're prone in the room. You're incredibly wet. There's a few inches of water in your cabin.
Hydroplaning everywhere.
Again. Second time.
I know, right? Fuck.
That's crazy.
Quickly, bonus action, Shadow. Shadow. With that, we are grabbing, fucking arrow and stones. Sticks and stones, baby. Hopefully break this man's bones.
Would you like to stand?
Yes, I would. I'd like to stand up as I glisten nude in my own fucking chambers. Fucking subtle spell psychic glance this man in the face.
Okay. Intelligence save. Natural 1.
Excellent. We cook. As he is now. Oh,
Okay. Incapacitated until the start of your next turn. Excellent.
and as me as I just look down to Paul. Got him for the moment. Don't let him get away. He's after the arrow for some reason.
I don't know.
I'll explain later.
Sure.
Please don't.
Please don't.
Das ist me. Oh, I've heard. The shadow.
22 is definitely gonna hit. 8 piercing.
And does he get knocked through?
Another nat 1. Yes.
He's down. Fuck him up. Kick him in the dick.
You dare steal from me?
You dare make me hydroponic.
Alright, is that you, Shuri?
That is me.
Okay, Zashi, you're concentrating on Bane.
Boom, guiding bolt level 4.
Guiding bolt level 4. 23! I unfortunately have to make you roll with disadvantage because he is prone and that is a ranged attack.
Oh.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, a 13 is not as dope as a 23.
I'm sorry.
Oh well. That's me.
Alright. From the water
The water.
side of the ship, a shape coalesces. It begins to pull itself aboard.
More wasps have.
More lesbian gas.
The water elemental is going to attempt to submerge both Zashi and Locke in itself. I need strength saves from the two of you, Locke and Zashi.
Whoa.
Bit of strength.
Yes. All right. Zashi, you are pushed out of the space as the forceful waters of this water elemental try and grab you. Locke, you are not so lucky. That is going to be 10 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled inside of the water elemental and are now holding your breath as you do not have your cap of water breathing anymore. What is your con score? Your bonus is +0? Okay. Alright, you can hold your breath for 30 seconds. Or no, you can hold your breath for 1 minute. You are now actively holding your breath.
Was strength con.
Is your con bonus also 0? Yes, it is. My goodness. Okay. Alright. Holding breath. 9 more rounds of breath holding. Alright, Volwork. You're prone. Once again, water everywhere.
Pick myself up. He's bandaged.
25 hits. 23 also hits. Your magic weapon begins to slice and dice for 23 slashing to this watery creature. Each time you cut into it, rather than blood, salt water seeps over your, I almost said boots, toes.
Big feet. Splinter.
Alright. nudges over, steering the ship. This thing is incapacitated. It stands up because you can do that.
Mhm.
Move. That's it. That's all you can do. Lock. You're grappled underwater, which means you can't speak.
I'm going to try to shoot the hag or whatever this mer thing is.
This thing? Okay, if you
Yes.
do so while you are grappled inside of this creature, you will have disadvantage.
Well, can I?
Oh, no,
How
you
do
won't,
I?
because you have Gunner. No, you have Gunner. Sorry,
Yeah.
never mind.
I never miss. No, I miss all the time actually.
Okay. Don't forget to put your sneak attack on, because you have friends in melee. .29 is definitely going to hit. For 11 magical piercing damage. Punches another hole into this Mara. Narrowly avoids going through the other side and digging a hole in your nicely fixed ship. That is your action. Alright, we go to Cherie.
Hell
This thing
yeah.
is no longer incapacitated.
Let's do it again.
No!
Another subtle spell.
23 on this one.
Son of a bitch.
10 psychic damage, no incapacitate this time. But it is still deeply, deeply, deeply unhappy.
That we will bonus action. Consume third level slot for 3 sorcery points. Why not?
Okay?
And then Shadow. 23.
23 is gonna hit.
11.
You say strength save. 22.
We're eating these good rolls.
Oh wait, he has to roll a d4. Or that wouldn't matter. Actually, no. Zashi!
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, I'm ending my. Oh wait, I'm staying there. I'm ending my concentration on Bane, switching to Bless, blessing everybody.
Unfortunately, you can't see. Oh no, you don't have it. Just whatever.
Yeah, it's within range.
Alrighty.
And I'm gonna use Embodiment of the Law to make that a bonus action, so that I can also hit the thingy with Sacred Flame.
Okay. Which thingy?
The big fish man.
Alrighty. Dexterity saving throw. 18. Minus. Oh no, not minus. D4. You will succeed against Sacred Flame.
Okay, and then because I targeted an ally, I'm gonna choose Bulwark to make an attack.
Oh,
Can you paste that ability, please? Excellent.
and I am blessed.
And you're blessed.
Cool.
It does consume your reaction to make the attack, but 23 hits.
Ah, yes.
For 13 slashing. Very nice. That will bloody by any definition of the word.
That is me.
Very nice, Sashi. This water elemental tries to recharge. It does. Whelm again. Zashi and Locke. I almost called you killed twice. Strength saves. Alright, you are both going to fail. That is going to be 13 bludgeoning damage to both of you. Zashi, you are now also grappled. Zashi, I need a DC 10 con save once you've finished taking your damage to maintain concentration of bless. You are good. Volwark.
It's me.
It's you.
I do what fighters do.
6,000 fighter damage. Both of those will
500
hit.
fighter damage.
24 slashing. This thing is no longer the imposing figure it once was. It's lost more than half of the water that makes up its physical form. And seems to be losing color. It's less opaque than it was before. It's becoming more and more see-through. Even its clothing seems to be made of colored water.
And my turn.
Alrighty. The Marid is going to the Merit is going to hold up a hand, which is going to dissolve into a puff of steam that rapidly spreads in every direction, creating a cloud of fog.
Son of a bitch.
Obscuring the battlefield. You are all effectively blinded by the heavy obscuration that occurs. Locke, you are blind, but you know that you are still inside of the water elemental. What would you like to do?
Can I try to escape?
You can. It is your action to attempt to escape.
Or can I hit the thing from the inside with like a
You
weapon
can
or
also
something?
do that. Because you're blind, you have disadvantage even though you're inside the thing, which doesn't really make sense, but...
Okay. God, I can't stab this water that I feel everywhere.
19 would hit. You don't forget to turn on your bless.
Do I get sneak attack?
No, because you have disadvantage. Stick psychic.
Then I'm going to use my other dagger.
Okay. Very nice. Definitely hits for 3 more. Starting to chop pieces off of this water elemental, trying to create an air bubble for yourself, but it's slow going. Seconds tick by. Do you have you're not able to move, so that'll be you. We go to Cherie. Cherie, you're blind.
Woo! Well, I know there's meat hunk in front of me, so squeezing past him, not fully, but like into this corner. Let's see. I have an idea of where Bulwark is. Feeling that, you know, greased up body next to me.
Greasy.
Let's see. Subtle spell again, so I don't catch my boys. That is pum. We bang on the drum and hopefully it will be undone
Unfortunately, Cherie, at that angle, you will not catch anything in your cone of cold.
Fair. It was worth a shot.
I'm very sorry. It was a good try. Cone spell.
It was
Very good.
60 feet out, in case, I don't know. But anyway.
No, it did not. It did not run off the side of the ship. I
Alright.
actually should have thought of that. Forget that these things can fly.
With that, shuffling back. Fun fact. My shadow knows exactly where the fuck it is at all times.
It is.
True.
If the shadow takes 10 2, if the shadow moves 10 feet directly south, it will be back in melee range.
Shadow.
I believe it is still at disadvantage since it's blinded.
Can the bird see?
Yes, it has blind sight.
Alright. But yes, disadvantage. 20/20 vision.
Oh,
That's crazy.
Jesus, 12 piercing.
Make it. Do it. Do it.
Strength save, con save. Natural 1 on the strength save, 15 on the con.
again.
It's not used to being attacked by a shadow dog.
Who's a good boy?
Alright, that happens at the end of your turn, so we go to Zashi. Zashi, you're holding your breath. What is your
What?
con score?
My con score is 2.
Okay, you can hold your breath for 2 minutes.
Okay. I guess first things first, I want to try and get out of this elemental.
Okay, acrobatics or athletics to attempt to escape the grapple. You are able to escape.
Was that an action or anything?
Yes, it is your action to break free of the water elemental.
Okay, then bonus action. Now that I can talk. Healing word to everybody, because all they have to do is hear
Nice.
me.
Hey!
Very cool.
Yeah.
Oh wait, actually, that's not true. I have to be able to see them.
Aw.
What?
Never mind.
Oh,
That's gay.
That seems
fake and
ridiculous,
gay.
but okay. In that case, that's me.
Alright. The water elemental is going to crush the artificer. It slams once, and then again. An 11, which will miss, and a 16.
Will also miss.
Alright, then we go to Volwark, who is blind.
What do you need from me to locate where this creature has gone?
Perception check?
Do you hear the
Yep.
screams?
Do I have disadvantage on perception?
You are blinded, so this is an auditory only perception, so no. It's just a higher
Okay.
DC.
Oh, is that enough?
With the 25, you are able to surmise that it is in the doorway to Keel and Locke's room, just as the same way that it was in the doorway to to Cherie's room. I said your and Cherie's room. Jesus.
Hmm.
That said, due to the way that the corridors are laid out, if I do this,
I know my way around the ship.
Well, I don't know that you could actually get there.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Man's kind of pinned himself in the
You
corner.
know where it is, but you would have to move through Cherie and the whole Merit Square to get anywhere that you could stand.
Yeah, I see. Then I need to.
Oh shit! Where
Well,
do I have this thing?
I mean, I guess I can't.
Effectively, then.
Used to-
Or
It's like here.
I've used my action to know where he is, and now I know that I cannot get him.
I'm so sorry, Bulwark.
That's alright. I believe this is like a corner I can tuck myself into.
Absolutely.
Yep, I'll wait here.
Alrighty. Then we're going to get another water jet. I need the Shadow and Bulwark to make dex saves.
Oh, I put myself in the line.
He did.
Oh.
Oh, but you're so good. Not so much for the Shadow. Okay, the Shadow comes blasting back and ends up prone. 22 bludgeoning to the Shadow, half as much to Volwark. 11 to you, Volwark.
Yep.
And you are not prone, the Shadow is prone. this guy gets up. And he moves. Oh, where is he moving?
Where did
He's
he
moving
go?
somewhere. He's wet. The wet slap of his feet.
Plap, slap, plap, plap, plap.
Lock.
I would like to also break free from the water elemental.
Acrobatics or athletics to do so. You are not at disadvantage. A 23 is more than enough. Do you want to exit west or south or southwest?
West.
Excellent. You're no longer grappled. You break free.
I'm going to. Can I? I can't summon my cannon, can I?
No, you do that at the end of a rest. You would have had your cannon, but
All right, never mind. Yeah, that's
yeah,
me.
with the being rescued on the boat, or being rescued and staying out in the sand, I assume you had dismissed it and haven't had a need to recall it yet.
Yeah. So,
Okay, we'll go to Cherie.
Oh, yeah. Gonna try and make a perception for the plaps.
Absolutely.
Plap, plap, plap. I will use
you're
magical
not sure.
guidance.
Okay, that's your reaction for the round to do that.
No, if I just fail.
It's whenever it just triggers on fail. Cool. All right, natural
Alright.
20. You realize that the thin walls of your compatriots' room are not thick enough to hide where this creature it is. It is just on the other side of the wall from you, directly south of you.
Hell yeah. We peel through the fog, and we're going for the door. I assume we're running my hand along the wall to find the door.
Yes. Yep. Touch something wet and squishy.
Oh, I love that. And we'll do a delicious subtle spell. Cone of cold.
Another one.
And freeze Locke's room. Oh!
13 on the con save. However, this creature is resistant to cold damage. You will only take 20.
Only
It is.
20.
If you could see it, you would see that it's not looking good, but you can't, so you don't know.
Con save?
Another con save. Crit fail. It literally needed anything but a crit fail to succeed there. Alrighty, the fog cloud vaporizes into nothingness. Cherie, you see that this thing is holding a large trident with both hands.
Hello?
Did not have it before. Because it's technically in this square.
Alright,
Either way, it's overlapping one wall because the lines aren't perfect, but
it's true.
y'all get it.
Alright, I remain there.
Alright, we go to Zashi.
Shadow.
Oh,
All
fuck,
right.
the shadow. Wait, sorry, the
Yes.
shadow. I forgot every time.
The shadow.
Shit, yeah. 17 hits.
Bring him down.
11 piercing, strength save. 24.
No.
Now Zashi. Apologies.
Okay. I'm going to do what I was going to do last time. Mass healing word, everybody. Oh, wait, let me get in a place where I can see everybody.
Appreciate,
Dope
appreciate.
and hot and sexy.
Perfect. Alright. Mass healing word. Boom. Everybody. Cherie.
You would provoke an opportunity attack if you step away from the water elemental, just so you know.
Alright, that's okay.
22 to hit for 7 bludgeoning.
That'll hit.
Okay, everybody heals for 5, and I just need a con save from you, Zashi, before you continue with your turn.
Okay, bless over.
Fortunately, bless gone.
But because of that healing word, Cherie, you can use your reaction to attack
Ooh. Let's see.
What would you have in your hand? Your staff that you're casting with?
I do have this arrow.
Dagger attack? Or you could stab it with the arrow.
Oh. Sure.
The arrow that gives you powers.
I doubt.
A 14 will not hit.
Yeah. Scrape by.
Oh,
You
thank
jab
God.
at this thing and it reflexively dodges, only to realize a moment later that the object of its desire is in your hands. You don't have time to put it away as a reaction.
No, I've been holding on to it. Fucking.
Okay.
Alright, and last thing, Sacred Flame, the fish guy.
Deck save, dirty 20.
Fuck.
It's quicker than it is, than it looks.
Well, that's me.
Water elemental. Needs to punch Artificer harder because it didn't do a very good job. 19 and a 13 to hit you, Locke.
19 would have hit if it wasn't for shield.
No! Why did I tell him how to do shield? Full work.
See a space reserved for me.
That hole, it's meant for me!
It's meant
It
for
was
me.
made for
Ah.
me.
19 hits, 16 does not. 14 slashing.
I will action surge.
Yeah!
I can smell it coming!
Yeah.
Yeah!
Oh, God! 20. 14 will not hit, unfortunately. It does not look like it could take another one of those.
Do not have another one. End my turn.
Alright. Incredibly, regretfully, this creature will hold up a hand, and you see a small tuning fork between its fingers that it taps against the wall.
Not this
as
again.
it vanishes.
Wing.
God.
Locke,
Yes.
your turn.
I don't know. I'm just gonna try to stab this thing with my psychic blades again, I guess.
Hell yeah. Hits. You no longer have bless, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. Six psychic. Offhand.
Yeah.
24 hits. 2 more. Every little bit counts. Oh, you and this thing are trapped in an eternal battle. It can't seem to hit you, but you are only cutting off its fingers as it's reaching for you.
I am chipping away at this.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Good where you are?
Yeah.
Hurry!
Alrighty. I assume it is fully gone to another dimension.
Yes.
Goddamn.
You would recognize at this site that plane shift has happened.
Excellent. We love it. We need it. We cook with it super hard. As it's gone for but a moment, and it returns once again with a fury of God.
No!
A fresh one, a new one,
No!
fancier, refurbished, some would say. We psychic lance the water elemental.
Oh god.
A delicious
13.
disadvantage.
13.
Oh my god! Apologies, that damage is
Big damage.
oh boy.
4, 5, 6, 3, 5, 5, 5. Alright, the water elemental is incapacitated. Shuri, attack it.
Well,
Attack it,
yeah.
Titan.
Attack on doggone Titan, baby. I don't know who.
23 hits. This thing is immune to prone.
Excellent. So we just shred. That
Is this a non-magical damage?
yes, unfortunately.
Okay, it is resistant.
And then I will
However,
purposely
that will still bloody.
get the fuck out of Volworks.
All right, Zashi, incapacitated water elemental.
Garden Bolt, level 4.
Guiding bolt, level 4.
Oh!
You make up for the roll earlier. Oh god.
Wow.
Oh, it's a jackpot.
Alright,
8.
16, 24, 34, 39. This
Here.
thing is barely alive after that.
Barely alive? Jesus Christ. That is me.
It's incapacitated. Will work.
Hmm. Warlock's going to slip into the room and put pants on it as an action.
I slap him on the ass going by.
It's actually, you hear a very loud slapping sound and turn to see one of Volwork's cheeks disappear into pants.
Looks like they got this. I will make myself decent.
Lock! The shadow is here. Sneak attack has once again been engaged.
What about tentacle rod again?
Tentacle rod. All three of those hit. For 13. Bargaining. This is a magical weapon, so that goes all the way through. And it needs to make a con save. On a 7, which is a failure, the creature's speed is halved, it has disadvantage on dexterity saving throw, and it can't use its reactions for a minute. Moreover, on each return, an action or a bonus action, but not both. At the end of its turns, it repeats the save. You have tentacled it incredibly strongly, and this water elemental cannot do anything even to stop you from walking away from it.
I walk away from it.
Hell yeah. We'll go to Cherie. This thing is on its last legs, and as it is no longer incapacitated.
We love that shit. We will bonus action eat a second level slot for 2 sorcery points. And then, let's see. Well, we're finally out of psychic lances. Finally.
Lightning bolt.
You know, it's a good cause. I think we can get in there for a lightning bolt off the edge of the deck here. You know, we'll go a little bit more angular here, so we don't cook the ship in any way, shape, or form. Yeah. It's been so long. Lightning bolts has been busted out in forever.
I mean, since last session,
Yeah.
we did it 16 bajillion times.
It hasn't been busted out since forever.
Cherie, what does that look like?
You know, without worry of decency, running out buck-ass naked, and then a beautiful flash of fucking lightning in the night. As we vaporize the remainders of this water elemental before my shadow disappears and rejoins me.
Just name by finding the dates and
Well, that will be combat as Volwork comes out and dresses Cherie. You guys all come to grips with the fact that you just saw Volwork and Cherie just absolutely truck this married while fully in their bathing birth suits.
Birthday suits. Caught
That
off
is
guard,
gonna be
butt naked,
session.
fucking on the couch.
You guys can each take 1,800 experience, and that is where we're gonna call today's session. We'll start in the morning of day
Awesome.
98 you guys can all take the benefits of your long rest now.
Yay!
So, thank you for running.
Of course, happy
Very
to do
cool.
so.
What's
Fair
our
enough.
XP total now?
Should be whatever. Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna head off. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye. Very cool. I'm gonna go have dinner.
Hell yeah.
See you.
Enjoy.
Well, you know me. I have work in the morning, so I'm off.
Sweet dreams.
Boy.
That was some funny-ish.
And then there were two.
And we dive?
I could dive.
Oh.
Dive too.
Awesome. Good night, long bed. Love your face. I hope you enjoyed your KFC.
Night long bed.
Love you. Bye-bye, long bed.